guys. Oh, I missed you so much. I have been extremely exhausted for weeks. The only thing I can think of is it was between the eclipse and also the conjunction for today. But for some reason, I've gotten energy today, so I'm trying to get some stuff done. Told everybody I was going live, but I know it's kind of late. I was waiting to do a reading on Delphi, and I don't know where my girl went. Because she was supposed to help me do the reading. Because you know how I always have someone kind of walk me through it. And I don't know where she went. She just appeared. So might not get it done tonight. But hopefully get it done soon now that I'm feeling better. So that's why I'm on late. I was kind of waiting for her to hop on to do the reading with me. And she didn't. And then I got to talking to someone else about another case I wanted to work, but it turns out that by the time I got to her, they'd already found their loved one that they were looking for. However, she has stated that she would still like me to work on the case and find out what happened. So I'm going to be doing that, and it's going to be to raise awareness for domestic violence, which I'm a victim myself, so I understand it. I do work a lot of cases that do deal with that, I notice. Hi, Apple. So I'm not really sure how many people we're going to get on tonight because of the fact that I'm a little late. But I wanted to get on here while I have the energy to do so because I don't know how I'm going to feel later or tomorrow. Hopefully, my energy will be up now that the conjunction's over. The conjunction happened in Aquarius. I've been told that it affects Aquariuses a great deal. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. So I have, sorry about my bird, but I have the sun, the moon, the sun and the rising in Aquarius. My moon is Libra. And then I have a couple of planets in Aquarius. So I don't know if that's what it was, but I have been completely on my butt, exhausted for the last 3 weeks. And I know a lot of other people were saying that they were also exhausted. That could be why. There's been a lot of stuff planetary going on. We've had the conjunction. We've had the eclipse before that and whatnot. So plus, it's the end of the year. I think it's a lot of different things put together. I was trying to figure out if it was planetary or medical because it's been... Now she wants to talk. I tried to videotape her, put her on TikTok. She won't talk. Talk all the time. As soon as I start videoing her, she stops. But she'll scream during my video. So, if you guys have not followed me on TikTok, even though I posted that I was putting up a TikTok, and you have a TikTok, I'm letting you know that I'm making a TikTok for the Psychic Sleuth. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but all ideas are welcome on that because you have a minute to explain. She's really screaming. You have a minute to explain stuff. So there's that. I'm hoping that eventually, these shirts will get popular. I had one person buy it. She absolutely loved it. Cold weather, if you want to support me, I have lots of other things to choose from as well. The site is usually always on my videos. So my Psychic Sleuth TikTok is very lame right now. I only put up 2 videos, and I'm not used to showing myself on TikTok. So that's going to be interesting to see me do. But I'm upset that I got to that case too late. I did just talk. I think it's her sister that gave me the okay to make a TikTok. But you want to know what's kind of weird is that she was found right by Eagles Concrete. Now, where do we hear Eagles at? We heard eagles in Suzanne. Concrete, I've got in Linda. I also got it in Suzanne. So she was really close to that area. I thought that was pretty interesting. Actually, yeah, I decided I am going to work on her case. Even though her body was found, it seems to be there's a lot of domestic violence lately, and that seems to be the cases that are coming to me, which trigger me a little bit, but I'm still able to do it. So I will have to do a reading on her because I already got information prior on Alexis. I got her name last year around this time, so it interconnects Stephanie from what I understand. There's other things that I got around the area. It's just like the area described in the last reading I tried to do for Dulce. Apparently, it wasn't for Dulce because it describes exactly this. You get off the freeway, you go this way, and it's right there. So I have already got information on her, and even though she's been found, I decided that I would do a reading on her. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to get it done because right now, because I've taken a 3-week break because I've been exhausted. And let me tell you, when I say exhausted, I mean beyond the point of just being tired. I'm talking like just can't do anything. You should see my house. It's a freaking disaster. I am just exhausted. But today I felt better. So I can't. I'll tell you what happened. So I had another YouTube and it was 5K. Okay. I had 5K people on there. I had it set up to where I could do the super chat. I got monetized and everything like that. But then when I switched over, they won't let me switch it all over, even though they cut it off on that channel. So I'm going to have to get in touch with YouTube again, which is absolutely ridiculous to even talk to them. But I can give you the places that you can send donations, which is even better because when you do the super chat, they take a bunch of the money off. So if you do it this way, if I give you where to send it, which is posted on all my videos, but I can post it here. I did before, just for those that want to, since you brought it up. That one. And I'll post it here just because you're asking. But yeah, the super chat donation, they take a bunch of it anyways, because I went through that before. It's at, oh, I think it's, my gosh, she's just making all kinds of noise tonight, isn't she? So yeah, I just decided I am going to that's the donation, since I don't have the super chat. It's a mess right now. It's a freaking mess. But they take like a bunch of money, a percentage out of it. But I do have to get in touch with YouTube again and try to get it fixed. It's just, I was so tired of dealing with them over my other channel because, as you guys know, I got hijacked. My channel got hijacked by Chinese people. Everybody kept telling me they thought I turned Chinese. So anyways, I got that fixed. But when they re-uploaded all my videos, gosh, she's so loud. When it re-uploaded all my videos, it uploaded them to a place where no one could find them. And then they completely deleted my channel. And I was like, what the heck are you deleting my channel for? Well, when they uploaded and they switched it, they didn't take off all the strikes against me. And so when they brought it back up, my monetization was shut off. And I had so much problems, so I just said, I'm going to switch everything over. So I downloaded, it was a pain in the ass, but I downloaded all my videos. I moved it all over to this channel, and here we are now. So I think it's just easier if anybody wants to send donations. That's the best places to send them. But so I'm gonna be doing. But I thought it was kind of weird that the Eagles cement seems to fit here, and it's another domestic violence case. The family's saying, okay, I just have to be easy what I put out there. And I'm going to be putting their GoFundMe and stuff on to raise awareness for her case. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that. Hopefully soon. Delphi, I was going to work tonight because I've been promising you guys that. But the person I was going to do it with disappeared. So I don't know if she fell asleep or what. I need to get things done earlier in the day. So the next couple days, I'm going to try to get that done. And I want to get it done before any of my missing persons cases because I'm not looking for a missing person. And missing persons take up more time and more energy trying to locate a place. So I'm going to do that just because it's going to be one quick reading. I'm getting in and out on that because, you know, what happened the last, when I did my 10 auto rights, how much I was attacked. And when I did the last 2 recent ones, nothing happened. And that's because I was in and out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So then after that, I have a private reading someone has asked me to do for their husband. So I have to work on that one. But I might actually work on Alexis. See, what I want to do is I kind of want to work on the ones that have been found first because it's a lot easier because they've already been found. So I don't have to pull out that information. And well, dude, they were Chinese people. So I thought my hair would look better up, but I don't know what's wrong. My face looks fat today. I don't know what they thought they were going to do. They were putting a bunch of Chinese crap. So none of my followers could even understand what the hell was going on. It was crazy. But then they just deleted it. And it was just like, why'd you guys delete it? You know, when you switched it over, you should have taken off the strikes. You should have taken off, you know, you should have put the videos where people could find it. It's just a mess. So, I have not, you know, plus the super chat, you saw the percentage that they take off of that. It's like a quarter or something like that of your donations. So I have to do this one. Then I was just speaking to her on TikTok. And again, if you guys have TikTok, I have started my TikTok. I'm looking for ideas on when I can do 1-minute videos on. So if you have any of those, I'm trying to watch other psychics to see what they've done because my idea and creativity on that is, and plus I'm different than they are. I'm trying to focus more on this. I still do private readings, but I'm trying to focus more on this area because this is where, you know, the kind of readings I like to do. So I think I want to do Delphi, I want to do Alexis, and I want to do this one. And then I want to get started on my missing persons. I have to do her husband and then also Terry Ackerman. I think that's how you spell her name. She's missing from Colorado, but I saw part of her case. I stopped it when I realized I wanted to work on it in a day in a car. And I was commenting, and her daughter gave me permission to work on that case. That's another one where the husband is responsible. So it's kind of a pattern this time of year. But it's weird. Like I'm noticing like the stuff I got last year around this time is happening now. The interconnects and the stuff with the vaccines and all of that. If you guys go back into my auto rights, I picked up side effects about vaccines and picked up a lot of stuff about COVID, which I didn't realize was at the time because it hadn't happened yet. So you actually talk to them on there? That's funny. Yeah, so I just I don't even know how to get back into that other channel, which sucks because I had 5K subscribers on that channel. I don't know why everybody didn't follow me over here, but getting there slowly. If I did more videos, I'd probably have more. But like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm sensitive or I'm an Aquarius or what the hell, but this month hit me hard on the energy. Like when I said I was just so exhausted I couldn't do anything. Like I'm telling you, it's like beyond being tired. It's like extreme exhaustion. And I couldn't do anything, let alone channel spirit, which takes a ton of energy, you know? So there's that stuff. That's kind of where how I'm going to work. That's the cases I'm going to work coming up. So be on the lookout for that. As long as my energy holds, I'll be getting back to work. Just depends on if my energy is going to hold or not. Yeah, right, CJ. My face, I gain weight in my face, and I don't know why, because I barely eat anything. But sometimes it looks thin, and sometimes it's chunky, and today it's chunky. So, you're funny. Freaking hilarious. But I didn't have makeup on because I tried to do a live for my makeup, and of course, there happens to be a cat out there in the yard, and my dogs were outside, and they were going nuts, so it totally ruined my live. But, you know, so yeah, I don't know. It kind of irritated me really bad because I lost, like I said, I lost a bunch of my followers, and it was just crappy. No going on the computer, buddy. I have to see. So, like I said, if you guys have TikTok, please follow me on there. I'm trying to get that going. Been thinking about it all week. Finally did it, posted a video. It's really lame right now. So if you guys have ideas on let me just message her back real quick because this is the lady I was talking to. My bird's asking what you doing because it's all she knows how to say. She's making more noise, and sometimes she chatters, and I kind of think she's saying, what do you think you're doing? And hey baby, but she's not to where you can, it's mostly what you doing all the time. So I have a TikTok for her too, and I finally put videos up, and I thought, oh, this is going to get a lot of attention because everybody likes talking birds. Shoot, it did not. I was so upset. I finally caught her talking on video, and this is the thanks I get. So, let's see. Well, there's a couple things else I want to talk about. So the case I worked, let's see. I didn't work it publicly. Because I wanted to go to the area because it was in Santa Clarita, which is, it was within driving distance to where I was. Okay, whatever. I hate when my face is all chubby. Okay, I can't remember his name. I'm horrible with remembering names, so just give me a second to find it because I posted it in the group. If you're in the group, you probably saw it, but I just want to talk about it because I was kind of tripped out a little bit. Because it was the first time I've gone to a location in a while, and I was by myself, and I think his name is Bryce. I have to find it. I put it somewhere on here. But yeah, as you guys know, 11/17 of last year, I got Alexis's name. Okay, so where the heck is it? I know I posted it. Okay. Bryce, I worked a tiny, it wasn't a whole lot. So I worked a tiny bit on Bryce Lapisia. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I first saw the case, well, it was years ago that I saw it. So I don't even remember, but someone brought it up to me and I said, you know what? I'm going to go to this area and see if I can feel anything. So I didn't do much other than in my visions, I saw like a dam. And so I knew that I was going to end up going to this one particular area. But what was crazy was, and I didn't have really any validation. I just know that I went to this one area and I got in trouble by a security guard because I couldn't get down. Like, You go down this road and there's a fence right here, right? And then if you turn, there's an embankment, and then you go down to where like you can take your boats and stuff. And hi, Gonzo. Actually, yeah, because I'm finally getting my energy back. So, woohoo! Yeah. So, anyways, I went to this location and I was flying blind. I'm just gonna go where I feel drawn to, and so one second. Stupid thing changed my words. Okay, sorry. I'm talking to that family member. So, anyways, I go to the area and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go up the hill. And mind you, I did not have any idea where he went missing from. Just that it was from around that area. So I find myself driving up the hill and pulling off into the pull off. And from where I was standing, I could look and I could see the dam, but I couldn't figure out how to get over to the stupid dam. And so I drove my car down, and there's like a fence right here, like I said, and I could not figure out. I was like, I don't know where to go. You know, the security guard asked me what I'm doing. Oh, nothing, you know. So I wanted to get over to the dam, but I couldn't figure out how to get over there. So I ended up leaving and coming home or whatever. And so fast forward to just a few weeks ago, I'm watching Disappeared, and his case comes up on Disappeared. And it talks about, and I'm seeing the area I was at, and it shows how he went up the road, and he went to the exact area I was, where the fence was, but he went off the embankment. So I was actually standing in the area where his car went off the embankment, and now I know why I didn't want to leave it. And then they said that the dogs picked up his scent over by the dam. Well, I couldn't get to the dam and then the truck area or whatever. So now I know why I went to the truck stop. So I thought that was really interesting, because that's the first time I've ever been, well, I can't say it's the first time, but it's the first time I've been alone and went to a location and had it validated. I'm talking about Bryce Lapisia. I don't know if that's how you spell his name. Oh man, don't tell me it went away. I just had it pulled up because I was reading it. It took me out. I had to do that. His case is on Disappeared, or you can Google him. They've never found him. He was acting really, really weird that night. Not himself, and he drove his car off this embankment of exactly where I was standing or where I was at. But I just couldn't get to the dam area. And it's down in Santa Clarita, California. Or actually, I take it back, Castaic, California. So that was just really good validation of kind of physically how I ended up in a location that meant something, and why I wanted to stay there, and why I didn't want to leave, and why I wanted to make it over to the dam. Plus, the dam and the spillway kept coming in the reading that we did. It wasn't much of a reading. It was just a little reading. So there's that. Now I want to talk a little bit about Suzanne, if Gonzo's still here. I actually text messaged him because I found out, because no one told me, because even though I have been saying, you know, I need to know where his job sites were, because job site kept coming in. No one told me about this area, and if they did, I don't remember. Trucy said she did, and maybe she did, and it went over my head. So, anyways, I saw another psychic in the group getting kind of the same information I was getting. You know, the job site and blah, blah, blah. But she had a specific job site because she found out, I guess they built a house on her. What is trippy is it's right by the new development, right where I was talking about, right by the river. If she was there, she'd be able to hear the water. Right across from a construction site, On the other side is Logie's Gulch, and behind is the old cemetery. And it's the area that I had kept going to over and over and over, but did not know that house existed. I just thought it was pretty freaking interesting and pretty validating. Of course, if she's under the house, I don't know much that they could do, but one of the job sites is definitely in that area, is definitely of importance. I don't know if I'm going to work again on Suzanne. I thought I was, because she was pulling me back in right before I had the energy, my issue with my energy. But I don't know. We'll just have to see the way the wind blows on that one. And so, like I was saying, Gonzo, Terry Ackerman, she went missing in Colorado, and her daughter has approved for me to work on that case, so I'm going to be working on that case as well. But first, I want to get away the ones that have already been found, but either need a reading to find out who did it or reading on answers. Now, in the one case I'm going to work on, I'll give you the name. Emily Montgomery is her name, and it was in I think it was North Carolina. It's North Carolina or South Carolina? I have to look real quick. But she was found by Eagles Construction. Now, like I said, we've heard Eagles in Suzanne, so I think that's definitely an interconnect, which makes sense because it's a domestic violence situation. Yeah, North Carolina. So if you look up her case, Emily Montgomery, that I'm going to definitely be working on that, because I just got the go-ahead from the family. Or actually, I think it's her sister. Either her sister or her friend, who I was talking to. And it's just a video to I'm going to be as gentle as I can and find out what happened, because they want answers on what happened. Also, the reason why I'm doing a YouTube video is to raise awareness of the case of domestic violence and of her GoFundMe. Okay, and then, like I said, Delphi, I was going to work it tonight, but I don't know where my Ashley went. She went somewhere. And then I do want to work Alexis, because, like I said, I got her name a year ago. So, that's kind of what's been going on. So ideas on videos I could make or things I could talk about for my TikTok would be awesome. Because I don't know. I don't know what I could talk about 1 minute on. So I've been watching others to see kind of what they do. My bird is just so talkative tonight. She never does this when I want her to. So if you haven't followed me on there, let me get the link just in case you need it. It's really gay right now. I've got 10 followers. But I know not everybody has it. But I see that it's, I was worried that people aren't going to be open to it. So that's why I didn't really want to do one on there. But it seems to me that people are open to it. And a lot of people... No, damn it. I can't figure out how to copy the link. It's not letting me. So, anyways, I guess if you just look up the Psychic Sleuth on TikTok, you'll find it. It's kind of gay right now. So, I've got to try to figure out a way to, get it better. Anyways, I don't know. I got these things, which I have not. I've only used them once. Hold on. Excuse me very much. Okay. Such an issue getting these. So these are rods, but they come in like a cool pen. And I haven't really used them. I used them once, and they seem to be accurate. So I've been meaning to get on live to try to use them. Now, they do yes and no questions. And so we can try them if you guys want to. And then if I get any other information along with the yes and no, I can do that. Now, I've done pendulum readings like that where it'll say yes or no, and then I'll get the extra information. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And like I said, I'm just coming back, so I'm still kind of tired, but I do feel a lot better today than I have been. The weirdest thing with these, I had a very hard time getting them. I started to think maybe I wasn't supposed to have them. I think these two are the right ones. Because what happened was they sent me them, right? And they sent me just one. And it obviously says a pack of 2 because you can't really use them just by one themselves. They're kind of like a pendulum, but they're rods, dowsing rods. They're used to find bodies, to find a water source, things like that. I've never tried to use them with a map. I'm curious if they're going to work that way or if we can use yes or no. Now we can use yes or no. I just want to try this, okay? I don't know how it's going to work because, like I said, I've done it with pendulum readings to where I've done a yes and no. You know, I've done what the pendulum says, and then I'm able to get more build on that information. But I have not tried these yet. So, but anyways, what I was going to say was they sent me one, right? So then I complained, and then they said, okay, you don't have to worry about sending it back. We'll send you another one. Well, that package got lost. So then I had to contact them on chat just to get them to send me another one. So it was kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. I was like, man, am I not supposed to work with these? So, shh. Hey, shh. Stop. Jeez. One person makes a noise on like my foot and you guys all freak. Lay back down, weirdos. Can't even make a noise in this house. So see, they're like this. And so they're supposed to cross for yes, and then they're supposed to go the other way for no. But first I need to calibrate them. I'm imagining it's just like a pendulum. Like a pendulum you calibrate because they don't work the same for everybody, right? For pendulum, sometimes it goes opposite directions for yes and no, and you know, when you find something or undecided or whatever. So you kind of have to calibrate them to what you know, how they're going to answer your questions. Do you guys like my banner? My mom got me that so I could use it for my lives and videos and stuff. I think it looks a lot better. Okay, so. All right, so I haven't used these yet. So we're going to ask to be shown yes. Cat, move. Okay, so it's going to work the same for me as most people. Get off, cat. Poopies. Stop. Cats pick the worst times, don't they? Okay, so going to be shown yes. Okay, and then they crossed. Let me show no. Okay, so it looks like they're just going to no. They're going to go straight for no because they ain't moving. But yes. This is weird because it's only one is moving. And then no. No. They're kind of slower than a pendulum. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay. So, I don't know. I have to look more into using rods. I've never used them before. But like I said, pendulum's been pretty accurate on the yes, no for me. As far as using it to find bodies on a map, it's not really worked for me. But of course, I'm using the map on my phone. Being on a phone, it might interfere. I don't know. I've never had a lot of course, at the same time, yeah, they always come into my lives. That was Rose. They work on the astral plane, so they always know what's going on. So, I guess we'll try it. What do you guys want to ask a question of? Okay. All right. So who wants to ask the first question? It could be for a case. It can be personal, whatever you guys want to do. I just want to try them out and see how they work. Now with rods, I don't know if you have to sleep with them and have them with you like you do for, I know pendulum. I lost my pendulum, so I need to get another one. So I thought I'd try the rods. So if you guys want to ask, I guess we could ask any kind of question on any of the cases that you might want to ask a question on. Now, remember that these aren't completely accurate, just like a pendulum isn't completely accurate. It is kind of an extension of you or the user. And I don't know if it makes a difference, the kind that there are. From what I read on these, like when I got them, from what people were saying, they were accurate, but they're not copper. So I don't know, but everybody was saying they worked well. So. Well, like I was saying, Shelly, yes, but it depends on what you calibrate it as. Sometimes it will, like a pendulum, sometimes will be opposite for people. So you have to calibrate it to and have it show you what it's going to do for you, because sometimes they don't work the same for everybody. Sometimes it's the opposite. Why, I don't know. But I always like to calibrate it so it'll show me. You're supposed to do the same thing when you get a pendulum. Okay. So we want to know. Let me tell her here. We want to know if Suzanne is buried in more than one place. We'll see. We want to go together. Is Suzanne Morphew in more than one place? It's moving, but it's not moving. Okay, let me try. I don't know. It's not moving. Okay. So if it doesn't move, then it's a no. So is Suzanne Morphew buried in more than one place? Okay. Is Suzanne Morphew's body whole, or is okay? We have to ask that separately, right? Because it's two questions. Is Suzanne Morphew's body in one piece? It's just not moving. Is Suzanne Morphew's body spread out? I don't know. It's not. It's just staying still. So I don't know. Staying still. Let's ask. We'll do this. Okay. Does my hair have color? Does my hair have purple in it? Well, that's slower than a pendulum. Okay. So we know it's right? Because my hair has purple in it. You have to ask questions you already know to kind of make it work. So we'll do that first. All right. Am I a female? And no, I'm not moving it. So, okay. So we know it's working because it just answered yes on two of the right questions. So, Is Zook black? Okay, Zook is white. He's not black. So it stayed still. So maybe my no is it not moving. Right? No, don't. There's other dogs barking outside. That doesn't mean you need to bark. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just because another dog barks doesn't mean you guys need to. It's okay. Always happens during my lives, no matter what time of day I do them. Other dogs are barking outside. They gotta bark too. Okay. It's like a... All right. So let's see. Okay. So is Aurora a dog? Okay. So it seems that my hold on. I didn't get a chance to answer because is Aurora a dog? Yeah, they crossed. Okay. So I think that my no's are a standstill and my yeses are crossed. So was Suzanne Morphew buried in one place? So clearly the answer is no on that because they're not moving at all. Is Suzanne Morphew buried in one place? Okay, so now let's ask, is some of Suzanne's physical body at the new development? It's pulsating in my hands. Is that normal? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look. It crossed. I'm telling you, there's a reason I'm drawn there. I can't leave it. I think this is why. It's not, I think it is because it's the energy. But it's like I can feel the energy in my hands. So is some of Suzanne's physical body at the new development? Look, you guys. There you go. That validates my readings. That validates why I can't leave it on the fucking, excuse my language, on the map. I can never leave it. And now we probably know why. So I'll ask it again just for clarification. Is some of Suzanne's Morphew physical body at the new development? Yeah. So it's said yes 3 times. So I'm thinking that's, at least something is there of her. And I've said that for a long time. I've said that since the beginning. It kept coming through. And every time I go on a map, I feel wrong when I leave that place. And this is why. But I don't exactly know where, unless she's under that house. We could ask that. I think it's 7,000 County Road. Okay. Is Suzanne's body under 7,000 County Road house? It crossed. There you go. So that could be exactly where she is. If that's I'm pretty sure that's the right house. I had somebody look up the address, and that's what the lady that had the house built, her address is under. And that's right by the river. So that's why I'm hearing water. And if that's so, okay, let's try this. Is Suzanne Morphew's body able to be found? It's not moving, guys. Is Suzanne Morphew's body able to be found? Okay. Is a part of Suzanne Morphew's body able to be found? Okay, so that's good. So maybe not all of her, but some of her. Because it crossed on is a part, but not is she. And you know what's weird about that area too is it's right by the ranger station, and ranger came in Gannon, and I could not figure out why. So I don't know. She's, if you put her under the house, it's gonna be, because I kept feeling like something was built over her. Thought it was a waterfall because I kept seeing the waterfall, but is part of Suzanne Morphew's body under 7,000 County Road in Sedalia, Colorado, or Salida. I already said Sedalia, and then she changes it, Salida, Colorado. Yeah, it keeps saying yes, and I've asked a couple times. Okay, so does the cabin come into play in Suzanne's case? Big yes on that one as well. So another reason why we're getting the cabin. Okay. Is it the cabin in Monarch? Is the cabin in Monarch come into play in Suzanne's case? Okay. Pretty interesting. Both are areas we've been at. But they will not say if she must not be in one piece, because I said, well, can a piece be found? I think she's coming in too, because she's got to be the one moving these, because my head's hurting, of course, like it always does with her. I don't know. What other questions should we ask? Oh, I know. Is Barry going to be arrested? Do that one. Is Barry Morphew? Oh, I have to say this real quick. This is all for entertainment purposes. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. We'll just say it like this. Is Suzanne Morphew's husband going to be arrested for the murder of Suzanne Morphew? And there you guys go. So I don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to just arrest him without a body, or we're going to be able to find part of a body. So it's being confirmed about the cabin. It's being confirmed about the new development and that specific house. It seems to say yes, specifically on that house, which would make sense because that's the area I kept going to. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we can ask. You guys got any other questions? I'm trying to think. I'm glad to be back, Linda. I'm still tired, but I'm not back to 100%, but I'm getting there. I really think it was the Great Conjunction. Between that and the eclipse, because I'm an Aquarius and the Great Conjunction is in Aquarius, actually next year is supposed to be really good for me. So I think I asked an astrologer that I know, and they said that it's, if you're an Aquarius, it affects you more. And the fact that I'm already sensitive and I'm a psychic medium and all of that, I think it just really screwed with me. I think the planets and the moon do that to me just because of who I am. So I'm feeling better, but still kind of tired, but not like I was, for sure. Okay. I think in a covering up, but not it happening, but we'll ask. Is anyone else involved in the murder of Suzanne Morphew? Nope. Which I didn't think so. Has anyone else helped Barry cover up the murder of Suzanne Morphew. Okay. Does anybody know? Does any of Barry's work pals or friends know where Suzanne Morphew is? It's so weird when it goes to say yes, I can feel it vibrate. Interesting as heck. I can feel it in my hands. So that's a yes on that. Will one of Barry's friends finally speak up and tell where Suzanne is? Come on. Will this friend that knows where Suzanne is speak up? There we go. I'm like over here just waiting for it to be. But it's weird. When it goes to yes, I can feel it like pulsating in my hands. And then when it's no, it just doesn't pulsate. It's weird. It's so weird, but it's cool. So I definitely think the new development needs to be checked out. And around that cabin area, I don't know why, but it has something to do with it. It's come through in all three of our readings, and now it's being confirmed here. I don't know if it's the direct area or the area surrounding it. Okay, so we have I have another one. But this isn't about Susan. So I guess we'll ask all Suzanne, and then we'll ask another question. So it is fascinating. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And eventually I wanted to do like people's personal questions for donations or something. Okay. So does anybody else have any more questions about her? Yeah. Actually, I don't feel too bad. Honestly. But I think it's so neat how it makes I can feel the vibration in my hands when I'm holding it, or like pulsating. It's so cool. I could feel the energy. I never felt the energy with a pendulum, but I can feel the energy with this. It's pretty interesting. And I just wonder if it works like the same for people that, well, everybody's gifted in their own way. It's just about expanding your gifts. But people that don't use their gifts, I wonder if it kind of works the same, or if it's more powerful if someone with the energy to communicate with spirit. I don't know if I'm making more sense, but I'm just wondering. So I don't know if Gonzo saw any of that, but he probably left. So what else do you want to ask? Yeah, it is. I don't know. I like the pendulum, but the pendulum has been like this, especially on location for me. Of course, I don't have anybody looking in the area, so I can't really say. But for me, that thing goes wild everywhere, and it's just like, okay, I can't have all these areas checked. And it could be the fact that there's bodies everywhere because it was in Colorado. But this is pretty cool. And it will replay, but that's if he wants to sit around and watch it for an hour, But I'll text him and I'll tell him he needs to watch it, because it's not just coming from me, and it's coming from spirit, because spirit will help move this and manipulate it. And that's where the energy is coming from in the, here. So do we have any more questions about Suzanne? Because if not, I'm trying to think of what else to ask about her, but I think we kind of covered it. Yeah, you guys have to have some questions. I mean, so I don't know. It just kind of makes sense, because that was an area I could not leave. Okay. I don't know, because the spiral could have just been validation of that area, right? But what was that name of that? Okay. Let's see. Let's wait till it calms down for a minute. Okay. Is there an area up by where M used to live that is important to Suzanne's case? Look at that. And that would make sense too, because that area I keep going to. So it's approving all three areas that I go through all the time. And every time I get on the maps, all those the same three. Okay. Is there evidence at the church that I don't want to say his name, that Suzanne Morphew's husband attends? Is there evidence in a flower pot or a tree, under a tree at the church where Barry Morphew attends? See? Okay. Now, I have one more question. So I'm just validating the stuff that I already said in my readings. Is there something that has to do with Suzanne Morphew's case at the Denver house and there you go. Yes, again. So areas of interest are still the same. The new development, definitely got a big yes for under that house. The job site he was working on where they heard the equipment, got a yes for something at the cabin and over by where his girlfriend used to live in Salida. And then at the Denver house. And that he would be arrested. And now things can change, just like readings, nothing's set in stone. But according to these, Stacy will be arrested and that there is somebody that knows. And I think that it's who I mentioned in my readings. I think Cordova knows. Because he seemed to have gotten very dark. And you only do that if you know something that you shouldn't know, that you're having a hard time with. So the other cases I'm working on, I haven't really started because, like I said, I've had really a hard time with my energy. But I'm going to do a reading on, for some reason, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering her name. Emily Montgomery from North Carolina. Okay, she was found. They know that the boyfriend did it, so he's been arrested, but the family wants answers. And they said I could do a YouTube to promote their GoFundMe and to promote domestic violence awareness. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do one last one on Delphi, which I was going to do tonight, but Ashley just appeared on me. And then I'm going to I want to do Alexis. And then I don't know if I'm going to be back on Suzanne. I think all of her questions have been answered. I think I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I don't know really what another reading would actually do. And then I have Terry Ackerman. The daughter stated that she would like for me to do a reading, so I'm going to do that one as well. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm so far behind because I haven't worked in weeks or done this stuff in weeks, which is kind of ridiculous. So I was going to ask about Alexis Sharkey's husband because I have a feeling he did it, but I haven't done a reading on it yet. I really didn't want to taint my reading, but is Alexis Sharkey's husband responsible for her passing? I already knew that. So that's a yes on that. I'll just confirm it when I do the reading. Trying to think. Let's ask if the Delphi guy is ever gonna be. Is there ever gonna be? How could I word this? Is there ever gonna be a okay? Is there ever going to be an arrest in the Delphi case? It's not moving, guys. No evidence. It's hard. I don't know if another reading is going to help or not. Is there going to be an arrest? Is there ever going to be an arrest in the Delphi case? It's just not wanting to move. That's not good. Is there ever going to be an arrest in the Delphi case? Well, that's disheartening, but things can change. So do you guys have any questions? You guys can get personal questions too. It doesn't have to be about a case. If you ask me personal questions, I can see if other information comes with those questions. Like I've had people ask me if they're going to be pregnant, and then I'll get yes, and then it'll usually give me a color in my head, which is a boy or a girl, and blah 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 blah. So that stuff I've done with pendulums before, not this. Well, without using this, I just want to say if you're feeling any type of negative way, meaning that you're not feeling good, you're drained, you're getting pissed off easily, you just don't feel right, it's best to clear your energy with sage or salt water or any way that you feel to clear your space. Prayer will work as well. And also clear yourself with salt water. I like to keep, I have a salt water bottle. There's salt water in this, and I've also put lavender essence in it. I got essences from the dollar store. Crazy. Cinnamon is a good one. Lavender is a good one. So that's how you can tell if you have negative energy, if it's affecting the way that you feel. Because negative energy comes and goes. So I can say, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, just depending on who you have around you. But we'll ask this because it's kind of hard to answer that because, like I said, it depends on who's around you. Because I could have someone around me that's got negative energy. You know what I mean? And so they're around you and they've got negative energy, so it could say yes. But once they leave, a lot of times they take their negative energy with them. But if you feel like you've had somebody come into your house and they've got negative energy, make sure you clear your space. Make sure you clear yourself. This is always good to use to clear your energy, just like that, to spray kind of like your aura and yourself. And, because energy, but I can't really ask that to this because negative energy comes and goes. And it can stick around you, but asking that to this would be kind of hard because it doesn't know if you're asking about like a person or spirit energy, or I don't know if I'm even making any sense. We can ask. Does Leah Carr have any negative energy around her? So it's not moving, but then again, you can at some times. You know what I mean? So just make sure you clear your energy and you clear your space. If you're not feeling right, it's a good thing to do. Okay. And Lori, okay. Let's calm down a minute. Okay. Is Lori just in any danger from her ex? Okay, so it's going to yes, and I can tell you right now, information I'm getting is he's a narcissist, and he does have a temper, and I would get you some kind of protection, whether it be a gun, whether it be a taser, whatever. Have you know that you can text 911 in case you guys didn't know that. If you can't call, you can text 911. You put it in the recipient 911 and you send your message, and they will be able to locate you and your phone. So if you cannot call 911, you can text 911. I don't know if anybody learned that, but I just learned it. TikTok is very informative. So I feel like you do need to protect you, be aware of your surroundings. If you can, get a restraining order, not like they do much because they're just a piece of paper. You know, just please protect yourself because he feels like he's kind of crazy. Make sure you keep in touch with your friends and your family, things like that. Was he possessive and jealous when you guys were together? And can you also validate if he is a narcissist? Many of these guys are. Lori, can you validate any of that for me? Okay. Was he possessive and jealous when he was with you? Kind of abusive too, even if it's just emotional abuse? Okay. Just please protect yourself. Okay. Make sure everybody knows what's going on around you. Make sure if you need to, if anything weird happens, you file a police report. If anything weird happens, you keep a record of it. You keep a record of any text messages, all phone calls, recordings of anything that happens. Okay. Just please be hyper aware, get yourself some protection, and let people know what's going on. Okay. And yes, you can text 911. So if you can't call because you don't want to be heard, if you're hiding or whatever, you can text 911. I'm just glad you're not with him anymore, but please just try to be safe. It'd be nice if you could move and you didn't know where you were. He's one of those guys. I don't get a good feeling from him at all. Yeah, I thought so. I don't know what covert is like under. What is covert? Does that mean like in secret or something, like covert, like covert operations? I don't know if that's what that means, but yeah, he seems like that's what his energy is pulling off. And I think definitely if he wanted to, he could really do something horrible to you. And I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying so that you're aware, so that you're prepared and all of that stuff, because it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. You definitely need to prepare yourself against this dude. Right, sneaky. Yeah, undercover, like I was saying, in secret. So, you don't stink. Make sure, like I said, do all the things that I mentioned. He's got some mental stuff going on there, but I don't know if he does I get substances as well. So I don't know if he drinks or does drugs or anything like that, but that kind of heightened his mental issues. But yeah, he gets kind of obsessive over stuff too. And he does not like the fact that you've left him, it kind of drives him crazy. So it might just heighten his So just please do what you need to do and be careful. Okay. I really do not like him. Hi, Donna. But I am starting to get tired now. I'm surprised I've made it through this part of the day. I mean, just like I said, he's possessive, he's a narcissist, he's obsessive, he's got mental issues. And some guys, you know, whether it be demons that are using them to hurt people, which that does happen, or just the fact that they are mentally unstable, you know. And it's in your contract, sadly enough. Why do we make those contracts? I don't know. I mean, you chose to go through it with him. Every person that we meet, they weren't in our contract. We're supposed to meet them for a certain reason. And so there's lessons in this. So, I mean, but he always has free will, you know, so your lesson was to leave him and stuff. But the way he's reacting to it is not in a positive manner. So, you know, I can tell you he's mentally unstable. That's one reason. And a lot of guys like this, you know, the domestic abusers, they don't like when they're not in control and when the person leaves them that they thought they controlled. So hopefully that is making sense to you. I get tired. Do we have any more questions? Can be case related, can be personal. It happens. I mean, that's how it happens a lot of the time, you know? You can't blame yourself. That's just a huge lesson that you needed to learn, and now you're stronger. Yes, Laura, you definitely need to I mean, I wasn't with mine for that long, but I know how it feels to kind of live in hell. And you definitely just need to be hyper aware of everything. Oh, I know what I want to ask. Linda. For Linda's case, I can't say her last name. It's really hard for me to pronounce. So, for Linda's case, is Old Mill Road, where I've been looking at, have anything to do with her case? Is there part of her there? Or is she at or near Old Mill Road? It crossed. So I mean, the area that I said across the freeway is King's Pumpkin Patch, which I got King's in my random, my random list. I also got a pumpkin patch, and so the area is significant. I just needed to ask that to validate. Well, she's not in the relationship anymore. But yeah, it might help. I don't know, I'm getting kind of tired, but I run off of questions. So the way that I work a little different than some people. I don't just pluck random stuff out of the air. I can sometimes, but I feel like my guides like me to be more structured than that. So I run off of questions. And that's how I do my intuitive guidance readings as well, is I run off of questions. And I always make sure that people know that everybody still has their free choice. So although I get something, and it usually does happen, it's usually accurate, does not make it set in stone, because you have your free will to change it or to go a different way or to go a different path, yada, yada, yada. So readings are about possibilities, and that includes the answers to questions and things like that. So that's how I work off of, is questions, not just randomly picking stuff up. And then if I do mediumship, I don't like to do really mediumship on live, because I tend to get too much information, and it tends to be a little hard for me, because I need to be more focused. So I usually run off pictures for that. But I can do a question thing. It'd be too hard to take 12 people and try to feel something from one of them over live. It's just not the way that I work. I mean, there could be things that I'm feeling that I don't know belong to you at the same time. But I'm starting to get kind of tired. Maybe these things took it out of me. I did feel the energy working through them, so it is possible that it used my energy, and that's why all of a sudden I'm getting drained. But if you have a question, I can try to work on that. I got really tired all of a sudden. No idea why. Yeah. But I mean, again, I've been extremely exhausted anyways, like I was telling you guys, like to the point of just all I want to do is either sleep or lay on the couch and watch TV. Like I didn't even have the motivation to do anything. I did some stuff around the house, a little at a time, but other than that, it's just like, I don't know if you've ever felt that exhausted feeling. It's beyond fatigue, chronic fatigue. That's how I felt. So, yeah, it's kind of fun, It's a good validation for me, because, as a psychic medium, you always want to trust what you get, but sometimes it's hard, and then if no one listens to you, this is just a way to validate things. Donna, honey, as we know, Spirit knows everything you're doing. So, he knows. Like, that was like me when my husband passed away. I had to leave my home for a while, and I stayed with my mom for a while. I don't know why it is, if it's just the memories in the house or what. But I had to change like the colors when I went back in. I painted all the walls and stuff just to make it different. But Spirit knows, our loved ones know, anytime we're moving, anytime anything happens, they know what you're thinking, they know what you're feeling, they know what you're going through, they know pains that you feel, they know everything. So yes, he knows that you had to move from your home, and he's okay with it, because he knows that you did the best that you had to do for you, and he understands that. Spirit doesn't have anything negative to think about our decisions as humans here on Earth. So he's not thinking anything negative about the fact that you decided to leave. He understands it. And they understand things from a higher perspective, from this perspective of love and understanding in the spirit world. So yes, all spirit knows everything. For the most part. I do have the understanding that sometimes they don't know where they are, where their bodies are, or things like that. But as far as that situation, yes, you're very welcome. Very, very welcome. And he visits you there too, so don't think that he was like visiting the other house or anything. He goes where you go, so keep that in mind as well. You two, and I know kind of Donna from Facebook, so I can. Well, he's popping in my head now, but you guys are, soulmates. You're like one of those couples that everybody else strives to be, and it's been hard. It's been a hard year, and he knows that it's been a hard year. He's been around you through every step of the way. He's walked beside you every step of the way. He's been right there. And I think that times that you felt him, and there's been times where you thought you were going kind of crazy because something happened. I don't know if it was a sound or just something. But there's anything that reminds him of you, or take that back. Anything that reminds you of him, got it backwards, is a sign from him, including the memories that pop in your head. I know that you're probably having a lot of memories, and I see like, Troy, really now? You could contact me anytime that I'm on Facebook, but now, because he's showing me that you guys had together, like little, I don't know if he ever used to just kiss you on the cheek out of nowhere, or if you're sitting next to each other or whatever, but he shows me that. And I don't know why he shows me specifically that you guys are sitting outside. It looks like on a park bench or something, or on a bench. And this might just be in your dreams as well. But he just he's got his arm around you. He just leans over and gives you a kiss. And he's just showing me that to show you that the love that you two had together, or have together, that continues. It continues. It doesn't go away. That connection will always be, and that's for anybody that's lost anybody that's in spirit. The connection is always there. The love is always there. The only thing that changes is that they're not here physically, but they're here spiritually. So you can talk to them and you can tell them, I also see holding hands, so I don't know if you guys would just hold hands randomly, but he shows me him holding your hand. And, he's saying thank you for being there for him. He says you were there for a lot for him in your relationship, and you were the perfect wife. And even when you were sick and you were getting ready to go, or he was getting ready to go, he was sick and he was getting ready to go, you were there and you took care of him. And he says he can't thank you enough. And he reciprocates that love of the life, because he says that, you guys were just, it shows me puzzle pieces fitting together perfectly. That's kind of how you guys fit together. It's like a puzzle pieces. You know what I make sense? Yeah, that's why he shows me a lot of love. And so you're like, and I'm getting the chills, but you're like one of those couples that just everybody strives to be, and you guys were very lucky to have that in this lifetime. And you chose that before you came, and you found each other, and you wanted to live that way together. And so he's going to be with you every step of the way. But he does thank you for being there for him, being with him, and just giving him so much love. I don't know if you cooked really well for him, but he's talking about missing your cooking. And he's just a really kind-natured, sweet guy. He's very loving and very it's very mellow but peaceful at the same time. And he was like that. He was like that in life as well, because he just shows me just being this really kind person. Now, is there something with the neck, either with you or with him? Because I just started getting this neck pain in my neck just all of a sudden. Yeah, and that's what he's showing me. He's showing me lots of kisses on the cheeks and things like that, holding hands, all that stuff. You were very loving to one another, which helps the world go round. But do you know if he had anything with his neck, or do you have anything with your neck, or anybody? Because I just got a pain, like all of a sudden hit me right there in the neck. And you guys have grandkids too, don't you, Donna? Because he's talking about the kids and the grandkids, and he's showing them, they're like all gathered around. So I don't know if this is the holidays coming up or if this was around his passing, but he shows me, he's talking about kids and grandkids. Do you have a granddaughter, like a younger granddaughter that was really close to him? He used to like sit on his lap and stuff. Okay. Oh, well, he's mentioning that granddaughter. I feel like they're really close, and she misses him a lot. So if you can give a hug for her next time you see her, hug for him from him to her next time you see her, he would appreciate that. And he hands you red roses. Now, red roses I get a lot for, from husbands or boyfriends to those left here. It's like a symbol, but I don't know if he ever gave you roses, or if there's another reference to roses, but he is handing you roses and says, to my beautiful wife, who I love and cherish forever. And so he says, you've been so strong. He says, I can't believe how strong she's actually been, because I feel like that you grieved, but then you kept going. And it's hard for people to do that, coming from someone that understands loss. And I've seen, I've done a lot of readings, and it's really hard for someone just to keep going. But you've done this, okay, I grieved. Okay, he's not here, but I'm going to keep going because I have to keep going. I have to keep going because he would want me to keep going. I have to keep going because of my kids and my grandkids, and because he wants me to. But yeah, your heart breaks every day and all the time, but you continue to move forward, just like the house. And it wasn't an easy decision for you to make, but you made it. And he's proud of you for that, and I'm getting the chills. And it's hot in my house. So he's very proud of you for going on. Yes, exactly. Like I said, like your heart's breaking, but you keep going because you have to keep going. You have to keep going. There's a lot of people that depend on you. You and him were like the matriarchs of the family, it feels like. And you have a lot of people that still depend on you, and a lot of people that still love you. And he knows it's not hard. But it's hard. It's not easy. My words are all backwards tonight. But he says that he will see you on the other side, that he's waiting for you. And it'll be to him like no time has passed. So it's not really fair, for spirit, because if they see you like they just saw you yesterday, well, we have to wait years. But he's proud of you. He's very proud of you. And you talk to him, because he's talking about how you say certain things sometimes, like, here comes my spirit cat. Like if something happens at I don't know how to explain this. Something happens and you're like, oh, he would say this. Or you would answer him back like he's talking to you, like what he would say. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I know that I did that for a long time, and I still do sometimes. But like when something happens that reminds you of him, you say something to him, but you talk to him sometimes like he's still here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that's what he shows me. So he hears that stuff. And what is going on with your wedding ring? Are you still wearing it? My spirit cat came. Hey, where's your collar? Damn it. Okay, because he's showing me, that you're still wearing your wedding ring. And he's like, they always play with their wedding ring when someone's wearing it. It's like a way to show it to me. He has his on the other side. And was there something up at one in the relationship where you got something done to your wedding ring? I don't know if it's a new ring or you had it something replaced in it or something added to it. I don't know. He keeps talking about like you guys did something with your wedding rings or your wedding ring. I don't know if that makes sense. But she always comes around when I'm channeling. He's saying that, he understands your move. And he just says that you're just so completely strong that he's amazed by how strong you've been through this whole thing. He says if the roles were reversed, he doesn't know if he would have been able to do it. And I don't know if you guys had that conversation at one point of, what would happen if one of you left. And if he ever told you that he didn't know how he would go on if he was the one left behind. I don't know if that conversation ever took place, but that's what he's saying. So I could probably channel forever with him because he just wants to keep talking. I don't know. Did he have like little nicknames for you? I don't know if he called you darling or I want to say like the more old school name. Oh, okay. All right. So he's aware. So then he's aware about the wedding ring. He knows that you still wear yours, and he knows that you guys went and got him a new one. So that's really good validation, really super good validation. And he's glad that you went and did that for him. So I'm still waiting for whoever had the issue with the neck. Do you know if his illness had anything to do with the neck, or if you have issues there? I don't know. I think it's him because I'm channeling him, and it kind of popped out of nowhere. Hey, spirit cat. Where's your collar? So he's doing this, and he's blowing you kisses. And maybe we can continue another time on Facebook if you want to. But I think that was really beautiful. I didn't expect him to come through like that, but I'm glad that you got a little message. Okay. All right. That would be why then. Because I was getting like this, like little tweak, And then, but the pain is kind of going up into the back of my head. So that would make sense then. All right. Did he have something that made him fall though? Was it like a stroke or something like that? I don't know if it was it feels more like a stroke. I was going to say heart attack, but it feels more like a stroke or something of that nature. Because I keep getting reference to the brain. They're highlighting it. So you're welcome, Dawn. I've been wanting to do that for you for a while, but just, whenever I do have energy, I'm so busy, and then I get on my ass for like 3 weeks, and I'm just stuck. Alzheimer's. Okay, so the brain. All right. So that would be why they highlight the brain. Okay. Sometimes when they highlight the brain, it's stroke or something else that has to do with the brain, so that makes sense. Okay. So, even though he, you didn't think he knew where you were on a higher level or knew who you were on a higher level, he always knew, and I hear the words, thanks for letting me go. I feel like at some point you gave him permission to go. And I don't know if that was a talk before anything happened, like where he started going downhill. But I feel like at one point, you know, you just came to the understanding and you told him, and my computer just glitched. You know what I mean? Not making sense. I'm gonna have to plug in. You have to get down for a second. Sorry, bud. You're fine. Oh. Now everybody's feeling the spirit energy. They're getting all cray on me. Okay. Does that make sense though? Like at one point, I don't know if it was a conversation you had or it was after he fell. I don't know. He feels like you gave him permission. Right. Okay. But did you tell him at one point it's okay when you need to go, you can go, or something like that? Something to that effect. But he's showing me like he says I've seen this vision a lot of times. I see it, you know, a lot of spirit shows me what the other side looks like a lot in the visions, like to show what it's like there, to kind of help the loved ones understand that they're in a beautiful place. And he shows me like there's a lot of this is why I don't like to do mediumship, because it lasts for a while. They just talk. But he shows me very beautiful, you know, he says the colors are extreme, and he just kind of sits on the beach all day and hangs out in a lounge chair. And he's just showing me how beautiful everything is. So, you know, he just wants you to know that he's safe on the other side, and he's happy, and he's pain-free, and he's waiting for you. So he says he knows that you got more work to do, and you got things to do here on the other side, but he'll be there when you're ready. And you know, you're still got to be here. So, right. So I don't know if you guys like the beach, but he's kicking it on the beach. He's got like a little bungalow waiting for you. So I hope that gave you some kind of comfort and love. And I love Troy, just feeling his energy and the way he is. He's super, super sweet, man. You're one of the lucky ones. Okay, I have to scroll back up and see the questions. I can't find that question I saw. But you have been strong, Tony, because I've seen you on Facebook. You just keep going. It's not easy. Okay, so that's awesome, Donna. Well, that's where he is now. Loving it at the beach. Living it up. Waiting for you. Okay, I saw another question. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Lori, when you said that about your husband, I was kind of getting that. He's that type. Yeah, I'm just glad you got out alive. Now you just got to watch your back. Okay, Jim. That was an accident that I did that mediumship. I try not to do a lot of mediumships on live because it drains me a lot. Drains me unless they come through super easy like Troy did. I just try to stick to questions. I do give I put as much energy as I can to free readings and stuff, but I do give full readings on. You can message me for a full reading. But See, now Troy's got my head hurting. So I can answer this. That's not a mediumship question. So we'll do it here and then I'll see if I get any more with it. So Alicia Gallegos, the last name of my ex. I used to date a Gallegos. Probably never said his name right, but want to know if I can get well enough to stay in New York, in my home. So Alicia Gallegos wants to know if she's going to be able to go home because she's been so sick. She's going to be eventually able to go home. I did? That's funny. So according to these, it says yes. I think you're going to be. It feels like you're going to have some improvements. And I think that they're talking about diet, like you need to change something in your diet. I don't know if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables or things like that. You need to take vitamins. I think a change in your diet, if you Google, there's certain diets for lupus and MS that they say will help. I would Google those diets and see. Because I think there are certain things that you can do to keep it from being so active and so hard. Also, there's healing meditations that you can do. Okay, I would continue with that. And there's meditations and also binaural beats that you can do that are healing binaural beats. You just look it up, binaural beats for healing, binaural beats for your issues, and you'll be able to find it. So I would continue doing that. And I think you're going to get, I don't know if you'll be to the part where you can do everything you want to do, but I think you're going to have your good days and you're going to have your bad days. And I think that as time goes on, you're going to have less bad days and more good days. You know what I mean? It's so hard with these kind of things because I would just continue it, because even if you've done it, like if you don't continuously do it, it doesn't work the same. You know what I mean? If you did it for a little bit and then you stop, it's not going to work the same than if you continuously do it. So the diet and everything, obviously picking that up because you're on it, you're doing it, it's working. Supplements, same things like that. You take turmeric. I'm sure you do. Turmeric and magnesium and vitamin D, super important. Even if you can slip some vitamin C in there, okay. And so do you take magnesium and what did I say, vitamin C and vitamin D? Because people with autoimmune disease they are low in vitamin D, like fibromyalgia. I'm low in vitamin D. I should take it. I don't. That's probably one reason why I've been so tired. So good. I think drink a lot of water. I would look up, there's some teas, I think, specifically that you can make together. So it sounds good. It sounds like you're doing everything, but it's something that it's not like one of those quick effects. I think it's going to take some time. Also, I think there might be some new medication that's going to come out within, I don't know if it's in the next couple years or something. I don't like to do timelines because they can shift so much, but I say within the next couple years, there's going to be a new medication that's really going to help MS. It's either MS or lupus. It's one of the two, or maybe both together. Because as you can see, we're getting advancements in medications, And, more people are beating cancer and things like that. So, I think there's going to be something that comes in the future that's going to help you with this. Right. I don't know if I don't know what an infusion drug is. Is that like where they put it into your blood? I don't know much about MS or lupus. I read a little bit about lupus because I don't know if that's the same drug that they're trying to mention to me, though. The one I keep seeing is a pill. One thing, though, you could do is you could try it, and if it makes you feel a certain way, I would talk it over with your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a medical medium. I just get some information sometimes. So I would talk to your doctor and see what the reactions are, and make sure that there wouldn't be a way that it would cause you harm. And if you can try it, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. But your doctors would know if there's anything in there that you're allergic to. Well, they know your allergies, and they know what's in the drug. So they would cross-reference what, unless you're just allergic to every single thing. I don't know. I see a pill. I don't see that. So that would have to be your decision, your free will decision. I can't tell you to do it or not to do it, honestly. Because I'm not getting an answer on that. I see like a pill or something is going to come out in the next couple years that's going to be help. Because I feel like, what are you doing? There goes a twin to my thing. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's one like with a needle or anything. It feels like this is a pill that's going to come out. It's going to be new. I don't think it's being used on anything. It's something that's new that's going to come out. But I think everything that you're doing now is basically all you can do. You're eating right. You're on an anti-inflammatory diet. It's just going to take time. These things, you have to keep doing them all the time. So I think you'll get to a point where I don't know if you're going to be able to do everything you want to do, but I think you'll have more good days than bad. That's kind of what's coming through. This said yes. This said yes, so it could mean yes, meaning that you'll be able to do it, but you're probably going to need some help. So yeah, no. That's one thing you have to listen to. If it ever makes you feel bad or you have a negative reaction to it, then just stop it. But I think this is gonna be a new drug that's gonna come out. I don't think it's made yet. And I know you really don't want to take the drugs, and you don't have to, but like I said, I don't think this one is. They're making me feel like it's something new, because everything is advancing all the time. So they're coming out new meds for things all the time. So that's spirit suggestions, is to keep doing what you're doing, with your diet, with your supplements and everything like that. Make sure you take I would even say vitamin C. They keep saying vitamin C for some reason. I don't know if that's just to keep your immune system up or what. Yeah, I know. I understand, because I'm not even to where you're at. I'm just really, really exhausted, and I hate it. Hate it. So, just keep doing what you're doing. I think it's helping, but it's, all that. And when you do the sound therapy, just keep doing it. Don't stop. You do it at night when you go to sleep, or when you wake up in the morning every day, along with your supplements and everything. But I don't know why they keep pushing the vitamin C on me and magnesium. So if you're not taking that now, take it. B12 also, if you're not taking B12. That's good. See? That's good. Keep doing it. I really should do that kind of stuff. I try. It's so hard for me. Yeah, see, you're doing really everything that you can possibly do. The rest is up to your body. And what you need to see is a Reiki healer or someone that is a powerful healer. If I was near you, I would do it. Only I don't really use Reiki. I use colors. Also, I would suggest imagining green energy around you every day and asking for you can do it yourself as well. Asking for Archangel Raphael to come in and heal you. You can do that every day. And if you take salt baths, it will take out some of the poisons, But I would say, you can do the healing on yourself every day. So, imagine yourself embodied in a green light. Ask Archangel Raphael to come in and heal you and do that. And I'm not trying to push Big Pharma when I'm saying there's a new medication coming out. I mean, I try not to take medications as well. And if you're doing all that, all that other stuff, but sometimes medications are needed. And I'm just telling you that there's going to be something new that's going to come out in a pill form or something like that. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. They say within the next couple years. And you don't have to try it, but I'm just saying there's going to be something new that comes out. I think when you see it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. But just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you're doing basically all that you can. You're doing basically all you can. And I think eventually it's going to help more than, it's helping now. So, no, I'm just letting you know that I know sometimes people don't want to take meds and all that, especially when they're doing all the healthy stuff. But I don't really know why they keep showing me a pill is going to come out. I don't know. That's just what they say. No control of that. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm sure that you've researched everything that can help you. So just keep doing what you're doing. I really think, you're going to have more, you're going to have more better days than you are now. But like I said, I'm not a medical medium. I just give you what they give me. And I mean, they said yes on this, but it could mean like to a certain point. I think you still might need help, but it's hard when you're tired and you're in pain all the time. Trust me, I understand. I know I just posted a video of a tea that I saw on TikTok that is supposed to be for like COVID and stuff. But I'm wondering if that would help you as well. Because they keep saying like a tea and they keep reminding me of that video. And I'm just wondering if it would help you. It's a tea on TikTok. I don't know where I can send you the video at. If you want, do you have Facebook or something? Facebook or Instagram? You can find. This is a tea she made it for COVID, but I'm just wondering if it would help you because they keep mentioning it in my mind. So I'm just wondering if it would. It could help you. Okay, so find me on Facebook and message me. I don't know, are we friends on Facebook? Message me and it's okay, so my Facebook is .com, facebook.com. Oops. Well, you don't need it because I saved the video. I can just message you it. .com. Okay, so just message me. It's facebook.com and then that. Find me on Facebook, message me, and I'll message you the video because I saved it on my phone. And she shows you like how to make it. You probably have to watch it slowly, write it down or whatever. But she said, it helps with COVID and everything, but I'm just wondering because they keep showing me that tea if it would be helpful. So you can at least try it. It's not going to hurt you to try it. It's going to make you feel good because it's got oranges and stuff in it. And it's good for there's another thing too. I want you to try. They reminded me of that as well that I found, and I have another video. And I will send you both of them if you message me. I can't remember what it's called. It's some kind of plant, and she said it was good for all kinds of stuff. So I'm being reminded of those two videos. I'm learning a lot on TikTok. Can you believe that? And I want to message them to you, and maybe that'll help because they're showing them to me. So good. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try these things just to see, but it's something you might have to continuously do along with the other stuff to see. But I think you're in the right direction. I definitely do. You're very welcome. Oh, Lisa, not a medical medium. Sometimes I get the information, but have they done an MRI? I have neck and back pain, but I won't go to a chiropractor. My grandma always did, but with my issues, I'm afraid I'll just screw myself up more. If you feel like it helps, go. I don't suggest it, but my mom's all into it, but I don't know. I feel like it would hurt me more. But I've seen people that it really helps with the right ones. But have you had an MRI? Because I'm getting a reference to the discs and the space between the discs in I don't know if that's a C3 and C4, I think they're saying. Okay, sounds good. Doo-doo. And Lori, about him stalking, can you just use a different name and not put your picture? But have you, Lisa, had an MRI done on your neck? Because they're talking about the spaces between and also the discs. I'm getting C3 and C4. Trucks have been so loud lately. Well, maybe you could put a different name and not put your photo. But I'm getting kind of tired. I'm going to probably end this soon. And it's hard for me to do a lot of mediumships in one live just because I get exhausted from them. Especially just coming back from being tired. I don't want to end up on my butt again for another 3 weeks. I felt bad though. I did want to. I'm looking for that other one. To the Bobby Ray, and I just say, Jen, you're a good woman for raising him, and it's not going to be an easy road, but you were meant to raise that little boy. And I mean, your brother's thankful for that. You know, without going into a deep reading, I can tell you that intuitively, that's what I'm getting. And you and this little boy have some kind of past life connection as well. But part of your contract is to take care of him. You're welcome. Okay, well, you need an MRI done because an X-ray doesn't show the soft tissue. So I would push for an MRI. Yeah, you do. You have a past life connection with him, very strong connection with him, and it's not going to be easy because I feel like he's going to have some problems, especially with anger, maybe a little bit as he gets older. But yeah, definitely. And you're supposed to raise that little boy, and you're going to do okay. He's like your own, you know, and so your brother's thankful for that you took him on and that you have custody of him and everything. And so he's thankful for that. I can tell you that. Yeah, I would. Because the X-ray won't show. X-ray won't show what I'm seeing or what I'm being told. Well, if you wanted to get, if you wanted me to actually channel him, I would get a hold of me and schedule. Because I think I'm too tired to go into. Troy just took it out of me, man. That and these things. I would definitely try to get an MRI, you know. Hey, Cheyenne. Hey, what's your flipping problem? I don't think so, dude. Stinker. You're welcome. Just that way I can give you something deeper. I'm kind of tired to get into more mediumship tonight. Like I said, I'm just coming back from being down for 3 weeks, so I don't want to push myself too hard. But it's just like riding a bike. I always worry about that when I get back after a long break. Like, how's it going to be? But it always seems to be fine. Sometimes Spirit pushes a break too, and then I come back and I've upgraded. So, but the conjunction tonight, I don't know if that's what's giving me my energy or just the fact that it happened. Oh, yeah, I know, because she was talking. She's quiet now. She's been quiet for a while, but man, she was talking up a storm earlier. But there was one chirping right now because my dog decided she wants to chase a cat, and the cat jumped and made the bird squeak. Chirp. But how the other one was talking, I would love to get a video of that, but every time I go to her cage to video, she's like, no, you're not gonna video me. Oh, I feel like that's all I've been doing is stop it. Jesus, man. Okay. When you get me on Facebook, that's funny. How do you say your name? Lisha? Am I saying it right? Lisha? Like Alicia, but Lisha? Probably that, huh? Just message me while I can send you those videos and we'll talk about it. I'm glad, Willie. Yeah, it has been tonight, huh? You know why? It's the Great Conjunction. The energy is supposed to be super, super powerful tonight. You know, if you guys want to manifest anything, make sure you manifest it because, I mean, you know, new moons and things are good for manifesting, but they were saying that tonight with the Great Conjunction is a good time to manifest. They said it was part of Ascension too, and that what I was feeling was Ascension-ish problems, but I mean, nothing crazy I don't think is going to happen. It's a good night to manifest. So, you know, put your manifestations on paper and then burn them and give them to the universe, which is something I need to do because I know what I want. Yeah. Because I have so much Aquarius in my chart and it's in Aquarius. I think that's what's been going on with me, honestly. And I felt it as early as 3 weeks ago between that and the eclipse. The lunar cycles really affect me for some reason. And, you know, I don't know. I'm very attracted to the moon, so it makes sense because I'm a star seed. But, yeah, it's been nutsos. Thanks, Jan. I just want to help. I see that you've been lurking. These things were fun, huh? These things are really fun. It gave me some validations if they're accurate. It gave me some validations on stuff, and it didn't move on other stuff, so I think it was working right. But again, it's an extension of me, so I don't know. Oh, well, happy birthday, Leisha. I'm just gonna guess that's how you say. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry. I have a hard time pronouncing things. Yeah. That means a lot, Jan. I'm gonna try to get back to doing everything that I was doing before. I hate when I have, like, I know that sometimes a break is needed and I tend to take long breaks, but it just sucks because I get so far behind, you know. But I already had my Christmas. But Merry Christmas to you guys. My son went to his dad, so he had his Christmas last week. So I'm just gonna be here alone. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, you know what's weird is I was always saying, like, I'm not sensitive to feeling energies. I wish I was more sensitive to feeling energies because on a map, I need to be able to feel the pools and everything when I hit the right spot. But for some reason this year, I feel like I've become more sensitive to energies, which I've asked for. And now with this thing, I was way too sensitive to that energy, to the energy of everything going on in our solar system. Way, way too sensitive to that. I need to be sensitive in other ways, but I don't, you know, I go through times where I get like that. I have to take like weeks breaks and it sucks, but I was going hard there for a while. You know, I did a lot of readings on Suzanne. I was doing private readings. And so I think I just overdid myself. And Suzanne's a very strong spirit. And I think because I also have fibromyalgia and whatever else, it just kind of, but, I may go live on Christmas if you guys are going to be here, but if you're not going to be here, I mean, I'll try to get on earlier. I know I get on so late. But I might try to go live because it's just me and my mom, and we already had Christmas. You know, I might make her dinner that she wanted, but other than that, It's just going to be another day because we already had our Christmas. So I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. And I'm hoping that, because I keep getting and hearing that next year is going to be really big for me because it's in Aquarius. I think it's Jupiter's in Aquarius. Is it Saturn or Jupiter? And that is, which makes sense because I might be moving next year. And it's weird because in every single reading that I listen to, even though they're for other people, or it's like, either it's for the whole or it's for, all the Aquariuses or all the Libras or whatever, I keep getting I'm going to be moving, which is we want to move next year. So hopefully that takes effect and we get to go and I end up with a nice place. Because that's my worry is I'm not going to have enough to be able to end up where I want to end up and with what I want to end up with. And it's going to be hard because I've lived here all my life. I've lived here 38 years. So although I'm ready for a new and fresh start, and my mom, we both are, and my son doesn't want to go, I don't know what we're going to do. I told him, take a plane or a train back to see your dad. Like, it's not hard. I don't want to move because it's a pain in the freaking A to move. To pack up. I've been here 8 years, so can you imagine like all the cumulative stuff, and it's just going to be a pain in the rear. With my back issues, I don't even know how I'm going to get my bed out. I don't even know. But we've been planning on moving after everything happens from when my grandpa passed and all that. We were going to take the money and leave because they're going to sell these houses anyways, so I have to move. I don't have a choice even if I buy it, I don't have a choice because it's not feasible for me anymore. There's so much that happened here that I just want to get away from. And I think like we deserve a fresh start, and we're going to get a fresh start because I've been here for 38 years and I'm just ready to go somewhere else. And I feel like once I move, everything is going to really, really take, I think everything will really take off once I do move and I get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I think in different areas where you're meant to be, where I want to move is where my lines are. So I hope so. Of course, the house, I want to get some land, some acreage because of my animals, and have, and just put a manufactured home on there. And I saw this one. It's huge, way out of my price range, but I would love to have it one day. Love to. Because I showed my mom and she's like, man, that thing is huge. It's only 3 bedrooms, but the bottom is so big, which would be great for everybody. It would be perfect. I didn't want anything with stairs, but ideal. Where did your collar go? I don't like when the cats lose their collars. Yeah, my lines are in Oregon. It was Oregon or Arizona. I don't really feel, every time I've seen visions of me going somewhere, it's always been Oregon. Every time I try to look anywhere else to move, it doesn't feel right. So I think that's where I got to go. And I don't want to go too awfully far because of, like I said, my son. So, but he's almost 16, and I need to go live where I'm going to be happy at. I stress and worry all the time. So, yeah, Donna. And you know what? They said next year is going to be really good for Aquariuses. Finally. Something about, I can't remember if it's Jupiter or Saturn are going to be in Aquarius, but it's something that it's supposed to be one of our best years. I've heard that a lot of different places. So, I hope so. And hi, Desiree. Yeah, I don't want to live in the city. I want to live in the middle of nowhere. I don't want any neighbors because neighbors are too nosy. I want to get away from people that are always trying to cause me problems, which is one reason why I don't want to move from here. Because I have someone that's always, trying to cause problems with me and for me. Yeah, this cat, I don't know if you guys notice if you watch my lives, she always comes over when I'm on live, when I'm channeling spirit, when I'm working with spirit, she always comes around. And I think it's because she's like a really spiritual cat. I think she really feels the energy. Her name is Astra, like the star. But she was in my garage. Isn't she pretty? But her collar's gone. I got her a star collar. It's got to be somewhere. They're breakaways, so they live. But she and her brother and sister were abandoned. They're all really beautiful cats, but they were abandoned in my garage as babies. And well, the places that I'm looking at, Desiree, is the only place that looks like they have a lot of land that's not overly expensive, the cheaper areas, is Klamath Falls. Oh no! Knock it off! So literally a cat playing with something on the ground. You guys think like someone's in there moving something. You're so weird. So I don't know if you've heard of that, Klamath Falls, but that area, I think it's Central Oregon. That area, we want to live by the beach, but it's just too expensive. Maybe one day, but it's just too expensive. So me and my mom want to start like I want to have like a little farm and have, I don't know, I'm thinking on it. But anyways, going back to the story, I think I've told this story before, but I don't know if you guys have heard it. But anyways, yeah, they were in the garage and they were abandoned. And Eli comes home. He's like, Mom, there's kittens in the garage. And I'm like, oh, great. So, of course, he has to go down there and catch them. And they're all kind of feral. And one has the orange one. I don't know if he's the oldest. He acts like he's the oldest, but he's definitely the biggest. But he had a tick on him, and so I washed him up, and I was gonna find homes for him, but that didn't work out. I got attached, and I didn't want to separate them because they used to suck on him. Like when they go to sleep, they'd suck on his like hair on his chest. It was weird. So they kind of he took over as mom, I guess. They did that till they were like 6 months old, but she's the sweetest out of them. And then he's pretty sweet. And then the sister, she's rarely like, she's very loving, but she doesn't come out as much. But when she does, she gets super annoying. I want to live off the grid. I don't like neighbors. Neighbors, I mean, I like my neighbors across the street and stuff, but, people just, it's hard when you've got animals to have neighbors, especially dogs. Like, they're selling this house next door, and the dogs bark. I have to let them in because they bark at them, and, they're not used to having people next door and stuff. I don't blame them. They're dogs, but I ain't trying to get in trouble. So I just can't live in close quarters, I just kind of want to be, me and my mom, just maybe my aunt, we just want to live on some acreage, and be within walking, a little bit, not right next to each other, but close enough. So yeah, I'm not gonna go to Portland. Like I said, Southern I looked at, but it's way too expensive. We were looking at Gold Beach, but way too expensive from what we're getting, so that's not gonna work. The only place that I found, like I said, that is cheap enough to where we can maybe do what we want to do is Klamath Falls in that area, but it's higher than I wanted to go. I kind of wanted to stay southern because it's warmer, and we wanted to be by the beach, but it's too expensive. Me and my mom have this relationship where, yes, we get kind of irritated at each other, but we do love each other, and we are like, she is my best friend. So, but we do have kind of like, we both kind of have this bipolar moments, especially her. But we couldn't live together, but we want to live near each other, and I couldn't go up there without her, and vice versa. We've been close most of our life. So my aunt was like, I'm not moving with you guys. You guys fight too much. But I mean, we just have little quarrels, like, and it just happens to be when she's around, So yeah, Terry, you're gonna have to rewind it. You're way late. I did readings and everything tonight. You'll have to go back and watch it because it was a good live, right, guys? We worked with rods and stuff and asked questions about Suzanne with the rods, and then I did a couple readings. Yeah. And so, like, and she has boys, so she doesn't know, but we were like, we're fine as long as we don't live together. Like, we used to live together when my kid was a baby, and I mean, we got along okay, but I was ready to get out. You know, we just can't live together, but we can live next to each other. We just need our own space. You know, I'm an Aquarius, so I like my independence, you know, and I like doing what I like to do, and I don't like anybody to tell me what to do or how to live or anything like that. And that's one reason why I don't like rules and things. But somebody's always trying to get me in trouble with my animals, so I need to go. I can't do a tiny home, not with all my animals. You obviously haven't seen how many animals I have. It won't work. She could do that because it's just her and the dog. She said she wants room for Eli though. So I don't know. But you'll have to rewind it because interesting stuff came up. And it's the area I've been saying. But yeah, a tiny home won't work for me. I saw one of these manufactured homes though. It was 2-story. I don't know if you guys have seen those. I didn't really want a 2-story, but the ground floor is just huge. There's all kinds of rooms. I could put crates and cages and have room for the dogs to roam around and stuff. That's what I want. But my mom, she can do a little one because it's just her and her dog. But I need something big because I've got a lot of animals, and I feel so. We feel so squished here. So I watched this one, and it I didn't really want stairs because I have issues with stairs. Yeah, I've heard about Idaho, but I think Idaho is a little too far. Yeah, my aunt could get a small one too. We were all going to go in on the land together and then have our separate houses. But I can't afford the one I want unless something amazing happens. Because it's like $289,000. My aunt right now lives in Arizona. So if we find a nice place, she said she'd move because she has a hard time being away from us. But she couldn't be here anymore from all the drama that was going on. That's why we want to leave too. Just living in the same area as the drama is too much. Yeah, I thought that I would, if I had to, I'd get something smaller. Maybe one day when I'm rich. Right. Maybe rich. Yeah, right. I'd get the bigger one, but I really need something, spacious, at least in the bottom, to put all the crates. And I kind of want like separate room for the crates than my living room, because right now they're all in the living room, and then a separate place for my birds, and then the cats need a place. So, and then we're going to have, me and my mom want to do like a little petting zoo or something, or I was looking into like eventually doing horses, and because I was watching how people, it's like horse therapy or something, or people that need like therapy, that horses help them or something. I don't know. I have ideas going on, but I don't know. We just have to see what happens. And because we're going to have to start some kind of business. We're going to have to start some kind of business, me and my mom, because we have to be able to afford where we're living. And I can't really work a normal job. She's my mom, so I can't work a normal job because it's hard for me. I never know what my energy is going to be like, But right, well, that's the problem, is I'm monetized on my other one, and I can't cancel out that other channel because some people, I guess, I don't know if they still follow it or what, but not only that, they cut off my monetization, but yet I can't get them to monetize this. So I don't have to figure it out. No, I've thought of Montana and all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to go too far because my son doesn't want to be too far from his dad. His dad is in, just a couple hours from here. So he's in California. So I don't want to, because he's already freaking out about moving to Oregon. He says that, he won't be able to see his dad and stuff because they've gotten closer. Well, that's the thing. When I'm hoping by then she'll actually do something, because that's one reason why I got her. It was meant to be, though. Like, it just happened, and he'll be 16 in January, and he doesn't want to move. And I'm like, dude, you could take like a plane or a train, and one day you can drive. It's not that far. I'm like, as much as you see him now, you could do that. But he doesn't want to do it. So he's just going to have to deal with that. I think he'd like it because he wants a motorcycle, so he wants a motorcycle, and I thought if we had some land, he'd have some place to ride it, So he's really wanted one for a long time, and I can't afford one right now, but he used to. He used to love animals so much. I don't know where my kid went. Now he doesn't. Now all he does is complain about the hair. Matter of fact, one thing I got him for his birthday or for Christmas was a hair thing, which I used to like. But I take care of the dogs that he had to have. He had to have them. The goats, I take care of them. So yeah, right. No, maybe a horse, but yeah. I know. I don't know. He's not the kid he used to be. He used to be so sensitive. He'd do healing on animals. He loved hanging out with the animals, and now he just wants to stay in his room. He doesn't have anything to do with his dogs. His dog is like 9 years old. He's had him since he was 7, and had her since he was 7, and I'm the one that has to take care of her. I don't know. I've heard, like, when I looked for the cheapest places, it was Klamath Falls and the areas around it. I can't remember the names. I just remember the Klamath Falls. And then whenever I look up some areas up there, see, I also want a bigger house so I can have like a little studio area for my videos, for my readings, and all that, so that it's more quieter and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't even know about the girls. He usually tells me if he's into girls and stuff. He was in a relationship for like almost 2 years, and now he says she's a psycho. I don't know. And then he got in another relationship, and she was, I don't know if you guys know this, but he was in a long distance relationship with a girl named Megan, and she was hit by a car and killed in Las Vegas. That's where she was from. And I guess they used to talk all the time and stuff. So it hit him pretty hard. He was pretty depressed there for a while. He wanted to go up to Las Vegas. But, we're in the middle of a freaking pandemic. I couldn't get anybody to watch the animals and everything. And I didn't get to take him up there. He didn't know anybody to stay with. I didn't know who he would be staying with. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get up there. Because I have all these animals, and they're kind of, I need somebody to know what they're doing. So, yeah, he said he was talking to some girl now, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, it was hard for him. And see, back in the day, he would have had me connect to her. He used to be so, like, a believer in what I did. And now he doesn't believe in what I do. He thinks what I do is bullshit. And I told him, I said, well, if you're ever ready, because there's certain things that I told him, I told him that if he ever wanted to connect with her, that I would be there. And I had actually gotten the road that she got killed on in my randoms. So, and he was like, Mom, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I didn't know where it fit. When I get stuff, I don't know where it fits till it happens. So it was really hard on him, like really hard. He's better than he was, but he had a really hard time with it because they used to talk all the time, and he was like super excited she was going to come down, and they were walking across the road. Her friend just walked across right before her, and she got hit by a drunk driver. So, or no, I don't think it was drunk. I don't think he was drunk. I think they figured out that he was just not paying attention or something. Maybe looked down at his phone or something stupid like that. And, but he still, for a while there, he was like, he got mad because I didn't tell him that. And I was like, well, I didn't know it was going to happen. I just, I got this information. I don't know where it fits. And I told him if he ever wanted to communicate with her, I would do it, but he's not open to that anymore. It's sad because he used to be so open to it. And he's so gifted himself. This kid, or teenager, I should say, will get names, and he will name, if he names something that we have something, it turns up being in one of my cases. It's so weird. Him and I do the same thing. If we name an animal or something, the name will end up being in the case. It's kind of interesting. Like, he named his lovebird Terry. Why, I don't know. But then there's that Terry Ackerman. I thought it was just weird, But he does that stuff. He's so gifted. Like, I saw him bring a rat back to life. Like, I had a bad respiratory infection, and I was giving antibiotics, but it was like, ugh. And he healed it for like a long time, so bad that he was just exhausted afterwards. And he saved that rat's life. That rat was fine after that. It was amazing. I just wish he was still open to what I do. I don't know who he's been listening to or whatever, but I can show him everything and like that I do and have proof that I am who I am, and he still just says that what I do is bullshit. So it kind of sucks. Yeah. Well, he's got ADHD and stuff, and he refuses to take his medicine. He doesn't like medicine. He doesn't want to be on medicine. I don't blame him, but I tried to keep him off of it, and there come a point I couldn't handle him. I wanted to strangle him, so I was like, you need to get on medication. And now it's no, he wasn't. He was here. He was I can't remember I think he just found out the next day or something. He had a bad feeling that night, he said, and then he found out the next day. Yeah, but have you looked at the property prices out there? I haven't even seen Baker C. I'll have to check it out. Well, I need to get a realtor to help me anyways, because I need to make sure I have it zoned for the right stuff. I need a farming land. He won't let me channel her. He doesn't want me to. And even if I did and I told him, he wouldn't want to hear it. He has to be open. I have to have his permission. He has to be open. Otherwise, it's not going to work. His skepticism will block. I don't know if you know that, but skepticism is a huge blocker. I know, and I hate, I hate he has to be on medication, but it does help him, but he doesn't see that it helps him. But me and my mom see the difference, because my mom was completely against it too. And now she begs him to take it. So let me see. I don't know when, if or when I'm going to be able to do another live. If I do, it might be from my phone. Unless I can get my hotspot up, because I don't have money to pay my internet bill today or this month. yet. So I can't promise you when I'm going to be back up. I just got an email. That's where it came from. Desiree, do you have TikTok? And how are you feeling? You had COVID, didn't you? Yeah, my mom loved Coos Bay. That's what made her love Oregon, because she used to live in Coos Bay. And yeah, me too. I had an angel. I had an angel get me one, so that was nice. But my internet, it depends. Sometimes they don't let me make more time. It's stupid because I'll say, can I have till the 1st, and they'll be like, well, it's all on this it's all on this thing where some, it's like an algorithm or whatever, and it shuts people off. Like, they let me go till the 1st without shutting me off, but then lately they've been shutting me off like around the 20 or 21st, and I have to pay like half for them to keep it on. But I don't know. I never know when they're going to shut it off, and they won't let me do it. So I was going to ask you, yes, I'm on TikTok. I actually have a few, I have a couple of things on there. I have a pet one. I have a cat one. Kamara has one. And then I have the Psychic Sleuth one. So follow the Psychic Sleuth, because right now it's lame. I have 12 followers. But I just started it today. So I'm glad. It was disgusting. I just told someone else about the tea. Not for COVID, but I thought it was being mentioned to me, so I thought it might help her. But yeah, they won't. I did already. I'll re-put it again. What? I put it because someone said you don't have the someone said you don't have super chat, and I explained what happened, and then I put it. So it's in the thing. So I'll re-put it again. I know, I tried to, but they're like, no, we can't do that because our computer system does it all. It's stupid. Okay, so I need to start selling these shirts, guys, because I owe people shirts. I can't get them to them unless I sell shirts. Somebody bought it. I don't remember who it was. Oh, that's very sweet, Leisha. Thank you. Okay. I wasn't saying that so you could help me. I was just saying. That's what was going on. So if I disappeared for a little bit, if I didn't, I could use my phone, but I just saw you followed me. It's gay. I only have 12 subscribers. Yeah, you can. I'm not like I say, I'm not a medical medium. I can't even spell my thing. I'm not a medical medium, but I do get information on medical stuff, but I don't consider myself a medical medium. It's the tea I was talking about, Jan. Sorry. So I can try to help you with what they give me. I'm not going to be doing any more readings on here tonight, but you can contact me for a reading on that. But like I said, I always suggest you go to a doctor because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical medium, but I do get information. He lives in California. In up north. I'll put the other one stuff too, just in case anybody. I sent it to, or I posted it on my I posted it on my page. That was a tea I was talking to her about. But I've got to get my followers up in there. Maybe we'll do the Delphi one later. Okay. I knew she fell asleep. I knew it. So you can blame Ashley for not doing Delphi tonight. We'll try tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, it's a whole mix of stuff, Dan. If you message me, I can also send it to you. I can send you. I have the video of it that she has. That and the other video. So I don't know how to say your name, Brumfield. I know how to say the first one. So you can just go ahead and contact me. I mean, like I said, I can't promise anything, but I'm not a medical medium, but I do get help with. I mean, I say that, but there's never been a time where Spirit has not given me something medically, helpful or something that's going on. So it's just not. I've always said that, but then the person that my mentor that passed away, she used to always tell me, "Yes, you are," but I never saw it that way. So my list is so long, Desiree. Huh? Yes, it starts with an L. You guys are going to have to watch from the beginning, the newcomers, to see the... It's time to do my hair again. Look, it's getting all blah again. And it's growing out. Shucks. The only thing about doing color with your hair is it looks like drab too fast. And I use cold water too. And sulfate-free stuff. Oh, it's right here. Anyways, we answered some questions that validated my readings with the rods. It was really interesting. I haven't done one yet. I just got the okay tonight. So I haven't even done the reading yet. I don't know unless I do a reading, Desiree. I wish I just off the top of my head knew what happened, but sometimes I do. Sometimes it comes to me like that, but most of the time I have to do a reading. But sometimes I do get like flashes and stuff. But you can't. Why don't you message me a picture? I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm exhausted already, but I'll try. I haven't done Emily Montgomery yet. I just got permission because she's already been found. They already have the guy in custody, but I didn't know she was found, and I wanted to help. So I tried to get a hold of her last week before she was found, but unfortunately, no one messaged me back, and I hadn't had my psychic sleuth set up yet. And unfortunately, fortunately, she was found. So I did get a little bit of information with her that I shared with my group that ended up being a reference point. And she was found by Eagles Construction, which is crazy because I got Eagles and Suzanne, and got construction and Suzanne as well. But I think it interconnects because it's domestic violence related. So they gave me permission to do it to raise awareness. So I'm basically gonna tell what happened because they want the details of what happened. So I'm basically gonna do that, and I'm gonna put their donation up for their GoFundMe and talk. It's to raise domestic violence awareness, which I'm also a victim of. So I tend to be drawn to these cases. So I don't have it up yet. I'm seeing if I got the... It's okay, Shy. It does. Thank you so much. So, anyways, I haven't done that one yet. I just got the permission tonight. It is. And she was literally found right by there. And get this, there's also a golf place by there. She was found on... I think it's still pulled up on my maps. 73 ACC Boulevard and Raleigh. What are you doing? Raleigh, North Carolina. There's a Global Golf right there, which I thought was interesting because although it's not a golf course, it's still golf. It's still got the golf sign. I think it might be indoor golf or something. It's also right next to the freeway, which is just like... It's very similar to the same area where Alexis was found, different area, of course, but, it's really next to the freeway. Anyways, if you pull it up here, there is a Eagle Rock concrete plant, and it's extremely close to where she was found. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And what I was seeing with her, I just saw a larger body of water and woods, but when I zoom out, the Falls Lake Recreation is on the map. So I think it was a reference area because I didn't really go in and do a reading on it. And I was too tired. So yeah, I know. I wish I could get her to okay, because I've got her. I did a TikTok for her, and it's Kamara's Journey 0412 because that's her birthday. And she was running back and forth on the couch, and she was saying, "What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?" I totally thought that video would get more, and it doesn't. It doesn't have anything. But I've tried to get her in her cage when she does that, and she just shuts up. She won't let me record her. I get so mad. But she's talkative when I'm not trying to. Yeah, I did see that, Alicia. I did see that. I saw something about that, which would match the other woman I was getting, remember? I got money, but then I also got, when I was writing it out, an affair. See, I don't know what that is she's saying, but she makes cute noises too. I do. She won't. If I go over there with my phone, because you can't see her well otherwise, and it won't make a good video otherwise. But if I put my flash on and I try to record her, she just sits there and stares at me. She'll stop what she's doing. Oh, also, there's Leesville Hollow. I got Hollow and Suzanne as well. Okay, baby, hold on. Stop, baby. It's okay. I've been trying to look to see what else I got in this area. Ah. There's a storage area. I know I got storage area too. I have one. I can't figure out how to get it to work. I gotta figure out where I put it. So I got one of those little little cameras, right? And you're supposed to be able to hook it up to your Wi-Fi and have it record. Well, it kept saying that I needed a card because I didn't want to pay for storage. So I bought the card, and I don't know where I put the freaking camera. The other thing was I couldn't get it to connect for some reason. So I have to try to find it and try to figure it out because I could not get it to even hook up to the Wi-Fi. It was like taking forever because my Wi-Fi is kind of crappy. It's what's it called? Satellite. So trust me, I had the idea. I bought the card, misplaced the camera, and now I gotta find the camera and figure out how to hook it up. Well, stop. Were you here, Alicia, earlier when I did the rods with the questions? I mean, it validated all my reading, if these rods are accurate. She basically said where she was. And now I'm getting a freaking headache, of course. That's one of the puppies. She looks like her dad. Huh. It's okay. Yeah, I couldn't get it to connect. So I have to try to figure it out, though, because she talks a whole bunch sometimes. She makes all kinds of noises and everything. She's learning. She's learning to, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I got here. But I don't want to look at it too much because, shh. Come on, knock it off, you weirdos. They hear a noise and they all run in there. It's the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, so there's a couple interconnects, definitely. It's you'll have to watch it from the beginning because I did the rods, and I asked her if she was in this one area. I asked her okay, so I asked if she was so I finally found out, because I've been asking for work sites. You guys know that. Like, I've been asking for where the hell all the work sites were. Well, finally, I found out because another psychic got very similar stuff, and she posted it in the group. And I don't go in a lot of groups, but I was told that they would be open in there, and I ended up arguing with some dude over the Bible. Friggin' stupid. But anyways, so she had gotten also a work site, but the site that they ended up building a house on, I guess the house has already been built. So I said, this is interesting because I wanted to know what the address was to see if it was the area I was at. So my group looked up, well, Gonzo told me who owned the property or who the house was being built for. So we looked her up and we got the address. It's a Calone. And the address happens to be right by the new development. How many times have I said the new development? Also, I mentioned to my group the ranger station because that came in Gannon. And then well, just hang on. I'm going to get there. And then the cemetery's there. And remember, I kept saying Logie's Gulch, like I kept being drawn that way, right? So this area, this house that he worked on is right by the river, so you would hear the water. I kept feeling she was under something. I thought it was a waterfall because she had kept showing me the waterfall, but kept seeing she was under something. And right across from this area is construction on the map. So I asked if she was at this address. And I asked the specific address because we found out what the address was. And it said yes. I asked if, first I asked if she was in the new development, which I guess this is considered new development. And it said yes. I asked if she was at the specific address underneath the house. It said yes. I asked if one part of her physical body was there. I asked if she could be found. I said if a part of her could be found or something significant. And they said yes. I asked if the cabin was significant for some reason. They said yes. I asked if, because the other place I keep going is up where his ex-girlfriend used to live. I asked if that area was significant. They said yes. There was things they said no to, so they weren't just saying yes at everything. There's some stuff there's just no answer to. I asked if Barry was going to be arrested. They said yes. I asked if a friend knew where she was. They said yes. I asked if a piece of her body, asked if she could be found, and it said no, but then I asked if a piece of her or something for her could be found. She said yes. I asked if there was significance to the Denver home. She said yes. I asked if there was, if there was some kind of evidence in a flower pot or under a tree at the church, and they said yes. So basically, all the stuff I got in my reading, it validated with the rods. I didn't get Landon. I got London. I don't think I got Landon. My dogs are starting to get crazy. I'm gonna have to go. But his dad is playing with his children. Yeah, there was a lot. So you'll have to go back and watch it, but I think that's everything. Then I asked about Alicia's husband, if he was responsible, because and I said everybody's innocent until proven guilty. These are just for entertainment purposes only. Blah blah blah. Psychic impressions. Because hey, stop. Hey, stop. I'm gonna do. Can you guys quit? I'm gonna do a reading on Alexis because everybody wants to know who did it, and I got her name a year ago, exactly in November. So around the time she went missing, a year ago. I've also gotten other stuff, I think, as well. The area that I described when I tried to do a reading of Dulce, and I ended up getting off the freeway into this way is where she was found. And she's found off Red Haw or something like that, which Red has been coming on for a really long time. So there's stuff that I've been getting. I asked if he was involved, and they said yes. I'm trying to remember. I asked if Old Mill Road was significant for Linda. They said yes. The one that I was at by King's Pumpkins and all that, because there's two of them. One's small and one's a bigger road where the preserve is and King's Pumpkins across the street and stuff. I asked if that road was significant. They said yes. So I think that's all. I asked if there was ever going to be an arrest in Delphi, and they did. They said no. But things can change, in that instance. So I'm going to do a reading on it. I don't know if it's going to help at all. Because sometimes cases aren't meant to be solved for whatever reason. But and a lot of this, I think, has to do with evidence. They just don't have any evidence. Even if they found the guy, they don't have a lot of evidence. But I asked that they didn't. They said no. They said no in that. It seemed to be when they said no, it would stay still. When it was yes, it would cross. And it stayed directly still for that. So I don't know. I haven't really watched anything on it because I decided since I got her name, I should probably. And you know what? Someone sent me it right before she was found. And it was in my time of being extremely, extremely exhausted, and I just could not do it. Then she was found like a couple days later or something. So, I mean, she felt that she felt that he did it. I felt that he did it. But I would just like to do a reading to kind of confirm what happened. I think I know already, but I just want to do a reading and put it out there. People have asked me to do it, so I'm going to do it. And I'm also, like I said, even though, and I usually don't do when bodies are found and when they already have the person in custody, like they do with Emily Montgomery. I usually do not do readings, but since her family gave me the okay and they wanted to raise awareness and get their GoFundMe out there, then I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I went and I looked at her Facebook page whenever she gave me that, and it was just like it seemed fake. It seemed like they had a fake exterior, like she just pretended to be happy and they pretended to be happy, but they weren't really. There's other stuff going on. But like I said, I'll get into a deeper reading and figure this all out for you guys because people have asked me to do it. So, and I got her name a year ago, and it's an interconnect to Stephanie because she was found off the side of the road like Stephanie was. So it's definitely an interconnect, and this must be where I kept hearing cars because when I was working on Suzanne, I kept hearing cars because I kept thinking, well, maybe she's near a road because I keep hearing cars, but I think it was for Alexis because I looked where she was found, and it is not far from the freeway, not far from the road. So that's why it gets confusing is when I have other spirit come in, it's hard to see where it goes in the middle of a case. And then it ends up fitting another case, and it's just like, well, how the hell was I supposed to know that? It would be nice if spirit would say, okay, at least this state and this city or this case, give me a name with it or something. Weird. The interconnects are wild, and they're also very confusing. It kind of makes it hard to, like, when I get a location and stuff, it's hard to realize. I mean, it should be for that case, but sometimes it fits somewhere else. Like the cars, it might still fit Suzanne, but they were coming in around the time she was missing, and now I realize it was her, but I had no idea. But I did get that name, so I probably should have worked on that case, but she was going to be found regardless. He didn't do a good job at hiding her. I think it was really rushed. And the interconnects are crazy. So is if you guys go back and watch the auto rights I've gotten, a lot of the stuff has been coming true throughout last year and this year. Like the vaccines I mentioned, happening. So I need to do a new one of those as well. That's on my plate that I need to get done as well because it's time to do another one. It's been way too long since I've done them, and they're way too accurate to not do. So that's something that spirits wants me to do. World events, why I don't know, but maybe it's just to validate. I don't know. So that's something I need to do is get that done as well. Another auto right. So I have a lot to catch up on because I've been gone for 3 weeks or so. It sucks when I get gone like that because I just have so much to do when I come back, and then I get myself to where I was because I want to get it all done. Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't feel like he shows himself how he really is. I think he's somebody else underneath, but he shows everybody else a different person. You know what I mean? He shows everybody else a different person, and they showed everybody else a different relationship. I'm getting there was a lot of arguments and stuff, but yeah. I think he emotionally abused her a lot. Like I think he put her down a lot and stuff. And things were always about him, so the typical narcissist again. right? I think she was actually probably going to leave him. But I think a fight happened and it went too far. You know, I don't think she left the house. So it's sad because I was lucky to escape with my life. I do have to say that, thinking back about how bad things really were. When you're in it, you don't really understand. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. See, and I didn't know that. I don't know much about him really, but it just feels like it was all fake. But I don't know. I just feel like something happened and she didn't leave the house and he kind of rushed. I feel like he kind of rushed to hide her. Probably. He's one of those controlling narcissists. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Cheyenne, no. Hold on one second. You okay? Don't you dare it. No. Stop. Stop. Don't touch it. Don't you dare touch it. Don't touch it. You know you get this shit at. I get more white bees. I had that one of the puppies is just, he eats socks, and I keep them when, like, during the day when it's nice, I let them go out, run around, get their energy out and stuff. And sometimes I get the door open and get in my laundry room, which I get really upset about because I try my best to keep it closed. And I guess he got a sock and he just threw it up. Thank God he's throwing them up, so we'd be in trouble. And he tries to get it really quick, and I have to catch him before he eats it back up. And sometimes I have to stick my hand down his throat to get it, because he'll throw it up, but then he'll just put it right back in his mouth. In the ass. I don't know how to explain it, because when I was in it, it was like I felt like I could help him. And, well, my situation, I knew, like, I didn't know he was my twin flame, but I felt like I had so much love towards him, and I felt like I could help him because get out of here. His issue was, the drugs and alcohol and stuff. And it's all in my book. I know. That's why he cannot. I'm trying not to get him to eat it, so I just got it. He just threw it up. Thank God he's always throwing it up. But anyways, I don't know. I think back now, and I realized that he chose me over him, and that's why he, passed when he did. Yes, I do have a book. Back up. No, you're not getting it. Leave it alone. I'll put it here. I always try to put it on my videos too. And it's on Amazon. You can get the Kindle or the paperback. I think the paperback's $11.11 and the Kindle's $9 something. I don't know. It's different. And then we try to. It's hard to explain from people who have never been in it. I mean, some of you guys have, but you know what I mean? Like, when you try to explain it to people that haven't, it's hard to explain. But a lot of these women are trying to leave, and it's just they don't get out in time. I was lucky that my husband's higher self didn't want to hurt me anymore, and he decided to leave the earth plane. And so, plus, spirit wouldn't allow it to happen. So, yeah. It's just, I mean, you see it, you know what's going on, obviously, right? Because I know I did. But it was one of those things like he would only be that way when he was drunk. When he wasn't drunk, he was a totally different person. Like he was the most amazing guy ever. But when he would drink, it was like this demon would take over. And it was like, you know, I wanted to help him get into rehab. I always thought, well, he could stop drinking, he could stop doing this, he could stop doing that. So, well, I post it on every video I watch. So if you always watch the info, I put the information to the shorts there. I put the information to, I mean, that, well, 1111 is a twin flame number. So that's why I did that. I didn't find out he was my twin flame until, you know, after he passed away and I started getting into the spiritual stuff. And then it all made sense. It made sense why I was so obsessed with him, why we were so obsessed with each other, why we had such a hard time. It all made sense. No, you're not eating it. Get away. You threw it up. That's good enough. Back up. You're a bad boy. Your hair's getting curly and long like your daddy's. The twins have their dad's faces. Their dad's face. And the sister looks no one like no one. So yeah. Yeah. Oh man, it's late. I'm surprised you guys are still up. But I do need to do more readings and get back on here because I need to get my following back up and blah, blah, blah. Right. Well, so am I. But I put it in the, like, when you first go to the video, the information. What are you doing? Stop it, Cheyenne. No. Every time she hears a noise. Crazy. Oh, awesome, Desiree. Everybody that's read it says they really like it. You know, I'm sure there's a couple of spelling errors and stuff that I found later, but I was trying to get it. I wanted to get it, you know, published by someone, but the one publishing companies, you know, where you pay to have it done, I didn't have enough to do it. Although I'd probably make it back. And I wrote a lot of different people, like managers and stuff, and I just couldn't get anybody to take it on. So I just said I'll do it on Amazon and see where it goes. And I've been told, stop, you guys. Hey, why are you so rough with your kids? He's so mean to them. Stop. No, back up. I just can't get to bed any earlier than freaking 4. It's bad. And no one's ordered the book in a while. I really should push it more. I try. I pushed it on my TikTok, but I don't know. I have barely any followers. It's really sad. I've got to get more on there. Do you guys have any ideas on videos I can do? They have to be a minute. So, like, I don't even have any likes on my video. I see people do worse that have all kinds of likes. I don't understand. I see these psychics that have like thousands and thousands of likes, and it's not even great videos. I don't know how they do it. Anyways, I have 13 followers. I really got to get my channel going more. Dude, he's mean. He's more rough to Raven than anybody else. I don't know why. He's mean. Oh, yay. Okay. Cool. I gotta get more. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for videos because I don't know what I can do in a minute. I've been watching others to kind of get ideas. It's hard because they're only a minute long. A lot of them talk about, how do you know you have psychic gifts, things that have happened to them, things like that. I don't know. Well, can you go like my video, please? If you watch them and like them, they say it has to do with view time. Yeah, it's only a minute long. The TikTok videos. Until I get 1,000 followers, I can't do lives on there. When I get 1,000 followers, I can do lives. But the TikTok videos are only a minute long. I can figure out stuff to do on here all day long. But when it comes down to a minute videos, it's a little bit harder. Yeah. The first video I did kind of sounds like I was reading something, and it's just because I was nervous because TikTok videos, so many more people see it and stuff. It makes me nervous. I've only showed my animals on my TikTok, so for me doing that, it's like me really branching out and me really getting out there, and I'm a little nervous about it. I've never been in the spotlight like that, so I'm trying to ease into it. But yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that because that's kind of what people are doing. Yay, she liked my video. Would you guys stop? Jesus, man. Ugh. I don't know if it was 10 ways. It was more like my husband passed away. I wanted to communicate with him. I started writing, and it came from there. So it wasn't. I was always intuitive before that, though. I used to tell my husband what was going to happen, and he'd freak out when it happened. But I wasn't really working as a psychic or knew that I was a psychic or anything like that. So I don't know. So I then kind of watched. Hey, would you guys stop? They're getting antsy. They probably want to go outside. Doesn't the thing behind look like him? It does, doesn't it? Right. I don't know how to make money off it because I really don't. So I wouldn't be good at telling you how to do that. Because I suck at marketing myself. Would you stop? Hey, Violet. Jesus. I didn't have gift as a kid, but right. So I don't know. I have to think about it and figure it out because I've seen them where they do videos like that. So I had to look into it. I was watching others to get ideas, but yeah, they're acting like crazy people right now. I was a little worried about Ezekiel. He didn't eat this morning. He's always wanted to eat, so it was kind of weird. But he acts fine. Hey, stop. Okay. I'll try to be good on there. I mean, you can't really talk about certain stuff on there anyways. So I won't be going into like full on about cases or anything like that. I need Yay, I have 5 likes and 15 followers now. Woo!
Hi, everyone.
Where's my likes at, though? I said I did, but...
Hi, everyone.
It says I have 5 likes. Where are they at? I only see 1. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. I've thought about that. Like, I don't know. Kind of talking about how I got into this or something. You know, it says I have 5 likes, but it doesn't show me any likes on the damn video. So I don't know what the hell that's about. It says I have 1. How weird. Maybe if I get out and get back in. And the other thing I'm going to do is duet. I'll probably duet missing persons cases that I get drawn to. Because I got really drawn to Emily's and I was trying to get a hold of them before I started my TikTok. And then I had to use my aunt's numbers. I had to use my aunt's number to get into... I had to use my aunt's number to get into my messages because they wouldn't let me. They kept saying, well, that number exists because I have other TikToks. And I was like, this is stupid. So I called her and asked her if I could use her number. And she could just give me the code. Now it comes up. Yay, yay, yay. Man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I only see 5. Well, how come it only says I have 5 on here for some reason? All you have to do is hit the little heart. That's it. You just hit the little heart. And then for your liked videos, like if you want to go back to the video again, you go over into the heart in your, like on your profile, and that's all your love. That's all the ones you hearted, all the videos you hearted. It's super easy. Man, look at this. Brothers killed Florida teen because they mistakenly thought she was pregnant. What is the world coming to, man? Awful, awful, awful. Manatee? I've got manatee before. Nearly 15 years after a teenager's body was found on the side of the road, authorities say they may have 3 arrests in her killing. Ralph Williams, 36, Tyene Williams, 32, and her half-brother, Jermaine Brown, are being held over the 2006 murder of 16-year-old Amber Woods. Sounds familiar, huh? Deputies say Woods was last seen alive by her aunt around midnight on February 21st, 2006. Later that morning, she was found shot to death off State Route 62 and 3 miles from the Hardy County line. Investigators had been told Woods was dating Ralph Williams and believed she was pregnant with his child. They obtained a text message from Williams showing that he was concerned about her pregnancy because Woods was underage. He allegedly conspired with his brothers to kidnap and kill her. An autopsy showed Woods was not pregnant. Idiots. Investigators conducted dozens of interviews, but the case went cold without enough evidence. It was finally cracked with the help of previous unavailable cell phone tracking software, which placed the phone used by Ralph Williams in the area near the Woods body found on the night of the murder. It made detectives obtain a warrant for Brown's arrest, accusing him of kidnapping Woods. In a recorded interview, detectives say Brown confessed to kidnapping Woods, driving her to rural locations with his brothers. He then said Taheen shot her once in the back, and he and Ralph dragged her body into high grass. Ralph Williams and Taheen Williams are both charged with second-degree murder on Tuesday. Sheriff's office said both men were already in jail on unrelated charges in Polk and Hardy counties. They will stay at those facilities without bond awaiting extradition. Brown pleaded to a charge of accessory after the fact of murder. He remains at... I don't know why it won't let me... Yeah, there's 18 likes on this video. I was talking about TikTok. Do you guys know that case, Amber Woods? Brown pleaded to the charge of accessory of after the fact to murder. He remains at Manatee County Jail. Well, glad that case sounds familiar, though. All because they thought she was pregnant. She wasn't even pregnant. So the idiots did it for no fucking reason. Excuse my language. Idiots. All right, Alicia, good night. I'm going to get off here soon, too. My dogs are like, you know what the hell? I always get on live and I can never get off. Can you tell I have no life with any friends? So I always said, my hair looks really freaking dull in this videos. I'm going to have to redo it. Again. Wish my hair was just naturally purple. Can that be a color, God, please? Can that be a hair color? Good night, everyone. Good night, Lori. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go. Desiree, you guys rewind it and watch the beginning because, or not the very beginning, but somewhere in the middle. I think it was in like 30 minutes to an hour was where I started. So it's late. It's 11:30. I'm tired. I'm gonna take care of these animals. And you haven't heard of Amber Woods' case? It sounds familiar. It was from Florida. She was only 15. Anyway, she was found off the side of the road, and 3 guys, 2 brothers, killed her because they thought she was pregnant. Stop, Violet. It was a cold case that just got solved. So as you can see, my dogs are getting antsy. So you have the live girl parties on TikTok. Really? No, I haven't. Where are they at? Violet, Cheyenne, come on, guys. Seriously, just give me a minute. I need to be at some... Did you follow me as well? Because I don't see your follow thing. So I can follow you back. Oh, here you are. Never mind. I found you. No, you're gonna have to. I know they are. You're gonna have to tell me. Violet, stop! Come on. She's riding an air bike on the couch, making growling noises. Tell me how to find the live grow parties. I need to do that. I've been trying to figure out. But I just started this, so. I mean, I haven't started on my other one. My pet one I started, it's not very good, but I'm hoping it'll get better. My animals need to do something that's like a million likes worthy. Hey, don't leave that cat alone. I really thought that my bird talking would do it, but dumb. And I see videos that are like the same stuff I'm doing or not as good, and they have like thousands of likes. I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know what you want out of me, people. All right, well, message me on TikTok or somewhere and tell me how to get to one of those parties. Stop, you two. I'm going to go take care of these mammals. Thanks for joining me. It was good to see you guys. I missed you. I'll talk to you later.